Ready? All right. Good evening, Patriot Nation. I got to say it. Welcome home, everybody, okay?
Let's go.
The lights are on, y'all. At Patriot Stadium, and your Pike Road Patriots are home for the first time in 2026. Last week at Enterprise, Pike Road came up just a little short, 40-38, but we learned plenty about this football team. Gunnar Gibbs threw for 237 yards, guys, 2 touchdowns, becoming the career touchdown leader at Pike Road. Congrats to that kid. Q Robinson rushed for 122 yards and 2 scores. And Caden, CJ, right, guys?
CJ.
Okay. Caden, CJ Thomas, let me find my place here. There he is. Introduced himself to the season with 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Not bad. I don't know if we saw that coming. We knew he was good, but that was a heck of a showing, right?
Yep.
Okay, defensively, we've got some things to clean up, but also plenty to build on, guys. We got sophomore Landon Herring, who had 8 tackles, 1 for a loss. Also, D lineman Trevon T.O. Orem, defensive player of the week, who nabbed an interception. But tonight, we're watching the big Patriot defensive front and a young, aggressive linebacker core that gained some valuable experience in week 1. But tonight isn't about last week's loss. We're going to forget about it. It's about the response, what they do in response to that. Coach Granger Shook preaches GSD, grit, sacrifice, discipline, and connection over perfection. If you watched our coach's show this week, he talked about that, unpacked that. Tonight, we find out what those words look like when it's time to turn the page. Now, the Hueytown Golden Gophers. God, did I get that right? Are they the Golden Gophers?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Going to want to make sure of that. Come to Patriot Stadium, also searching for win number 1, guys. 2 teams, 1 common goal. Last Friday was Chapter 1. Tonight, we turn the page. I'm Bill Lacombe, alongside Phil Doty, Coach Caleb Brooks. Gentlemen, welcome in. What are we looking for tonight, guys? Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back home.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's first thing first is to be back home in our stadium where we've seen many a big moment here. And so this season, it almost felt like last week was a warm-up, so to speak.
Sure.
Like when you start the season on the road, there's a lot of unknowns with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So back here on the hill, comfortable stadium environment.
Feels
we know
good.
what to expect.
That's right.
A little bit of breeze in the air. And then you mentioned last week a lot. You know, everywhere on the scoreboard, we won that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you take away, I mean, Coach Brooks, you take away, what, 4 plays?
Yeah.
We talked about it. You know, the big plays, kickoff returns, and some of those kind of things. We really dominated that game. And so when we talked to Coach Brooks, not Coach Brooks, Coach Shook, on the coach's show,
yeah,
you know, he was really complimentary of the game last week other than the scoreboard.
Yep.
And so tonight, I think you're looking to maybe correct that a little bit. You talked about it last week 1 to week 2, the improvements you always see in those kind of games.
Sure.
And so I think we're looking for some improvements in those areas. He talked about the safeties this past week and their ability to come down in the run game. But going back and watching film, some of the things that I saw, you got freshman safeties, and we're bracketing the wrong guy at one point, you know, and Coach Hodge was talking about some of those kind of things, and you know, getting the communication right, learning from play to play, and just this team maturing and growing. So I'm looking for a big maturity jump this week. You know, week 2, doing those kind of things. I guess a good Hueytown team that you know, traditionally they've always been very, very, very good.
Sure.
And if you look at some of the stats that they put up last week, they got some skill makers in some places. And so, like, you look at that score last week, it was 60-18. Mountain Brook, very veteran-laden Mountain Brook.
A little lopsided, yep.
Went up there and kind of got away from the second half. They can do some things with a couple of athletes. They're young. We watched our quarterback on the field.
We did.
Before the game. Freshman quarterback, freshman wide receiver, had over 180 yards last week. But a lot of it was, you and I were talking before, that was a lot of broken plays, right?
Yeah. No, a lot of broken plays, a lot of quarterback having to make things happen, especially late in the game as well. And so, you know, look, this is a young Hueytown team. Like you said, it's not the same group that 2 years ago came in here and played an 11-8 ball game in the playoffs.
Remember that one, yeah.
That team had a lot of older guys and a lot of experience. Younger group, they got a new head coach, kind of a welcome home tonight for Coach Vines there for Hueytown, as he was part of the state championship staff here and you know, was part of a couple of staffs before Coach Shook got here. Ended up taking the job at Bullitt County High School for the last few years, and then now has his first year here at Hueytown. So, you know, they're kind of learning themselves, but again, it's kind of what we talked about, like, the score wasn't very good for them last week. They're going to make a big jump from week 1 to week 2. They got a lot of film. Their coaches got to see which guys are going to step up when it's game time and when the lights are on. So, you know, and then look, if you don't know a lot about Mountain Brook football, they're not going to wow you with athletes. You know, there's not going to be any Quinshon Judkins running around or Jordan Holmes or, you know, Powos or Braylon Outlaws, any of those type of kids.
Right.
But they're going to be disciplined. They're going to do everything the right way. Their offensive line is always going to be probably the best in this state because of Coach Yeager and his background.
Yeah,
it probably just kind of got away from them last week.
Sure.
I think the big challenge tonight that our coaches are now kind of looking for is, we talk about it in baseball all the time, and comes from Nick Saban, playing to a standard, right? And tonight is kind of one of those nights that I think our coaches are wanting to see. Can our team be disciplined enough? Can they be mature enough to not worry about what happened last week, not look at the score and go, we can walk in at home and just walk through this game? Can they come out tonight, play hard, play Pike Road football, and kind of put their foot on Hueytown's throat early and put them away?
Guys, I got a question for each of you guys. You just talked about a lot of this stuff can be just easily corrected. Do you think with some of the mishaps you saw last week, you think they've watched film and they've cleaned up a lot of it, some of the broken coverage, things like that? You think we're going to see something different today and they cleaned it up? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech's defensive coordinator and Brent Key kind of had a good quote about Braylon Outlaw last week, and they talked about how him and another freshman are going to play a lot of football early this year for them. And they said, well, won't they make some mistakes? And he said, yeah, but won't they be making less mistakes by week 5 and week 6 because they played a lot of football? Well, we're kind of in the same boat with a lot of our young players out there. I mean, Daryl Bedient, being back there, Aiden Baker being back there at safety. Both of them have not played a lot at the varsity level, but they're going to get better and better and better. And by the time we get to the games that we've talked about that are going to be the most important ones of the year, your Russell County, Benjamin Russell, and Wetumpka back to back to back, those guys are going to have a lot of experience and be ready to go by then. So you're going to see some mistakes happen. They will happen tonight. They will misfit something. They will not cover the right thing. They will maybe play cover 3 when it's supposed to be cover 2. I mean, there's still going to be early season mistakes, but you're going to see them continue to get better and better and better each week. And by the time that we really need them to step up, which is that middle part of the schedule, and then playoff time, you'll see those guys ready to go, and that's where all that pays off.
I love it. Doty.
Yeah, I mean, I love what Coach Shook does here in the early. I mean, there's a lot of coaches and a lot of, college programs. You watch week 1 and week 2, you're going to see a couple of big games. Alabama, Florida State's early. Ohio State, Texas is early. But a lot of these early games on the college level, these are just blowouts because coaches are trying to play lesser competition so they can get the lights on and see something. Coach Shook doesn't do that. I mean, we go out and grab Enterprise. You grab a Hueytown out of Birmingham, in that area, and we're not playing, lower level schools.
That's right.
We're testing ourselves, and that's just going to prove, like Coach Brooks said, going down into that gauntlet we've talked about a couple of times now on the broadcast of our area. It's going to help us there. Another area of growth for tonight, I'm looking to see, Landon Herring.
Yes. I'm glad you brought him up. I was impressed with him last week. Man.
I really was too. But we talked a lot about him last year, how he stepped in for Rufus and he played those things. However, when he stepped in last year, you made the comment last week, you still had erasers out there. So if he made a mistake, you had a catcher, you had an outlaw beside him.
To kind of mask some of that. Yeah.
He doesn't have that now. He is the captain of that linebacking corps. He's making the calls. He's doing those kind of things. And so, you go back last week, the opening possession from Enterprise, he got out of position on the first run, corrected it the rest of the game, and had a heck of a second half, And so to see him grow as a leader of that defense, it's hard not to mention that, our defensive line, Bryson Brooks had a great game last week. Tyson Coleman had a good game last week. However, they get their buddy back tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to ask about that. Good. You want to elaborate a little bit? As much as you can?
He'll be a 4-year starter. He's a senior.
Yep.
Jalen Smith.
There we go.
He's a real big problem on the end. He's hard to block. He last week we got caught on the edge a couple of times when those sustained drives, and he fixes that. He fixes that big time. And so you get him back on the defensive side, and then King Green coming back, anchoring that center position.
There we go.
Kind of settles the offensive line as well.
It does.
I do expect us to run the football a lot tonight.
Yep.
And then I think we'll take some shots.
Yep. I do too. You're going to continue to see this wide receiver core get better and better and better, and really the only way to help them continue to get better and gain the confidence we talked a lot last week about is getting them reps. So,
that's right.
As we go on tonight, I think you're going to see them open it up a little bit, let Gunner throw the football, and, let those guys make some plays and kind of see what they can do.
I think, you guys want to take a quick break? We got time? Let's do that. Hey, look, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Got a lot to cover. Stick around. We're about ready to get started here with kickoff. Mr. Producer.
Thank you. Brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser,
I love it.
the town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
Borden has been more than a name in Central Alabama. We've been a trusted accounting partner to small and mid-sized businesses and nonprofits alike. At Aldridge Borden, we don't just serve clients. We're in sync with their day-to-day, working as their one-source business solution, increasing profitability and mitigating risk in order to help them succeed sooner. Visit us online at aldridgeborden.com to learn how we can partner with you.
But managing your marketing shouldn't take you away from your mission. Since 2019, Dogwood has grown into a full-service team delivering marketing strategy, web development, and design. We partner with nonprofits, schools, medical practices, businesses, and government teams to drive real growth. Focus on what you do best and leave the rest to us. Start your partnership today at dogwd.com. That's dogwd.com.
Sports injury has you sidelined? Plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now. Immediate access to orthopedic care.
From small projects to full landscaping overhauls, Froggy Bottom does it all. We'll plan your dream yard down to every detail, making sure it looks perfect. Need materials? We've got gravel, soil, mulch, and more. When the job is done, our dumpsters seal the deal. Froggy Bottom, your one-stop shop for landscaping done right.
You've outgrown. A front door you don't own the keys to. A neighborhood you can't afford to leave, but can't afford to stay in either. You dream of more, a home that's yours. Guild Mortgage helps make that dream possible with powerful options and local loan experts who've helped more than 1 million new home buyers. Behind every address, there's a story. Let's help you own yours.
All right, Patriot Nation, welcome back. We had our prayer and also the national anthem just now. All that was fantastic. So getting closer to game time here. Before we do that, guys, got a game tonight. This is a big one, but also in the River region, there's a lot going on. You guys have been talking about it here kind of pregame. Can you guys talk about it now on camera and now that we're mic'd up? Let everybody know the full scope of what we got going on in the River region when it comes to high school football.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously some really big games, really just in our area in general. I mean, Wetumpka and Tallahassee tonight.
That's a big one.
Obviously a big matchup, and I think Wetumpka surprised a lot of people last week. I mean, they were 3.5-point underdogs going down to Andalusia, and they shut them out and win 19-0.
Wow.
I know it got my attention a little bit.
That's not an easy place to go win at. I mean, Andalusia has one of the best environments in the state down there, and those fans, they get into it.
Yeah.
We know that particular year.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, that 5A state championship, we had to beat them three times.
Yeah.
Almost. No, twice.
Yeah.
And they get fired up. Those are passionate fans.
Yeah. No, they've done a great job with stuff they've built. Their place is unique. It's an old baseball field, and they've got the bleachers back kind of in the corner over there with an old overhang, and they just kind of built a football field. Them and Op did the same thing down there, and they've made that place into a nice place. If you haven't been to a game in Andalusia, Pike Road has a bye week later on. If they're at home, I mean, that'd be a good one to go to. And obviously another big one in our region tonight. Benjamin Russell is hosting Vestavia. They had a weird week last week. The lights shut out on them after like 2 minutes into the ball game. They went into Mae Jemison, played at Alabama A&M, took a trip all the way up to Huntsville, played 2 minutes, and so transformer blew, lights went out.
Lights never came back on.
Never came back on, had to cancel the game. So this will be Benjamin Russell's opening game.
Okay.
And Vestavia played a game last week and got a big win. So that's going to be an interesting one to follow tonight and kind of see what Benjamin Russell looks like. And it'll give us a good look on how we can match up with them later on this season.
You're going to hear us talk a lot about Benjamin Russell this year, that they're new to our region. I mean, you're an alum there. I told Coach Brooks, we probably talk a lot about Benjamin Russell on the broadcast. He said, you can talk about Benjamin Russell if you want to. But your dad being there and the legacy that he has there. However, it's hard not to keep an eye on them. We're not looking ahead. We're not bypassing any of our opponents. However, we do know they have an Alabama committed quarterback Kingston Pierre is quite an athlete, and they're going to have some ball players. And so it's kind of an idea just to know what we're looking into. So big game tonight. Is that game at Benjamin Russell?
At Benjamin Russell.
So that's a big game,
Yeah, Sportsplex will be rocking tonight, and that should be a fun matchup. Look, had some big ones last night.
Yes.
Hoover and Opelika, the game of the week.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
Look, that was a slugfest last night. Hoover pulls away late. They score a late touchdown to pull ahead and go up 21-7. But, Coach J.C. Chandler, former offense coordinator here, he kind of said after the game, look, we're still trying to figure some things out. They still don't really know what they want to do at quarterback. They kind of have two guys that are battling it out. And you could just tell by watching last night, it's not a knock on these two young men, but neither one of them's grabbing the bull by the horns. You can tell by his comments after the game, they're just kind of waiting on somebody to be that guy that say, hey,
stand up.
This is my team. I'm going to take this thing over. And when they do, I think Opelika's going to be pretty dangerous. They look really good on defense. The defensive line was really good. They're always going to have defensive linemen at Opelika. Something about that place. But that was a good matchup last night.
Yeah, and the good thing about that, we can pay attention to that because we're football fans. But really, in the long run,
it means nothing for Pike Road.
Nothing for Pike Road. Let them go do their thing.
Yeah. Well, another one that meant something last night. Thompson beating Clay Chalkville. Clay Chalkville had beaten Thompson 3 straight times going into last night.
I didn't know
that.
And
I think that Thompson took that a little personally because 37-13. Look, a lot of people say the 1988 Viger team is probably the best high school football team that's ever taken a field in the state of Alabama.
Wow.
I think this year's Thompson team has a chance to pass them and be the best team. They got, Power 4 commits left and right.
Wow.
They've got weapons. They got a quarterback that has been distributing the ball for 5 years now.
Sure.
And, it's incredible. I was there the night that Trent Seaborn kind of got on the map and threw 4 touchdowns in the state championship as an 8th grader. And it's been fun to watch him grow as a player and watch him grow as a person. I got to interview him a few times when I was with HSA.
Very cool. Very cool.
He's kind of really come into his own. You can tell he's taken an ownership of his team, and it tells you a lot that he has committed to Alabama while they also have the number 1 quarterback in the country committed, and he's basically said, I'm not scared of competition. I'm not scared to go and compete. I'm going to go and see if I can go win a job, and, I want to go to my dream school. And he's taking this Thompson team on his shoulders right now. They're going to be one to watch. If you're a football fan here in the state of Alabama, Thompson is a team to keep up with this year just because they're going to dominate their way to a state championship.
Well, historically, Thompson has been they've been a juggernaut.
They've been really good year after year, but this year's team is just kind of levels above
even more
a lot of their other
That's
teams.
A bold
you
statement,
can see
man.
it from these first 2 weeks so far. So
we'll keep up with them.
They dominated Phoenix City last week. They beat Phoenix City like a. They beat them pretty bad. Yeah,
Go ahead and tell us, man. What they beat them like?
It was 48-14, and one of the touchdowns was kind of a fluke touchdown by Central Phoenix City. So,
if you follow football in the state, Central is one of our powerhouses in the state.
They sure are.
So last night was a battle number 1s, correct?
Yes.
So Thompson plays 6A, and we play in 5A. So Clay Chalkville.
Yeah. And Clay Chalkville just gotten done beating the number 1 team in the state of Georgia the week before, which for the state of Alabama, that's a big accomplishment. We've watched Thompson go over and play on national TV and get dominated by Buford and some other teams from Georgia. For Clay Chalkville to go and get that win last week, that was really, really impressive. And then all of a sudden, 6 days later, they turn around and Thompson beats them like that. It tells you how good this Thompson team is. So.
Gotcha. Hey, look, looks like we're getting ready to get started here. Anybody catch the coin tosser? I know we were kind of enthralled in conversation there. No, I don't know if any of us missed. We're going to catch here in just a second. But here come your Patriots, ladies and gentlemen.
One of my favorite things in our community is when Jason Isbell says, "Welcome to Friday night in Pike Road."
Yeah. Jason Isbell, of course, got to give him a shout out down in the booth, doing the stadium announcing for us as always.
Best guy in the business.
Yep. And then you hear when he says, "Put it on the board." Boy, that's
I like hearing that.
I almost want to get a T-shirt with that on it, guys. That's fantastic. He's part of this culture just as much as anything, really. He's certainly a staple here. So excited as we get started. Before we get everything kicked off, let me take a minute and thank the Pike Road Football 2026 season sponsors. First downs come to you via HAR Legal. Touchdown brought to you by Mullinax. Timeout comes, of course, in the name of Guild Mortgage. Our halftime show brought to you by Pike Road Signs and Graphics. And then our rolling sponsors, River Region Vision, Brantley Bank, the shops at East Chase, Aldridge Borden, HAR Legal, Guild Mortgage, Mullinax, Dogwood Media, Century Church, there you go, big guy, the Pike Road Patriot Fund, and of course, Chris Lashley and all those folks over at Froggy Bottom. If I missed you, let me know. We'll get you added to the list. Sorry about that. So, all right, here we go. Getting ready to get things started. First home game. The weather is, I think a little breeze started here, guys. It's kind of feeling good.
That rain that came through about 4 or 5 o'clock, it soaked the place, but it knocked the heat off.
I'll tell you another thing that we hadn't even talked about or acknowledged. This will be the last opener here in this stadium.
How about it?
Next year we'll be at the new field and then
Coach,
the new high school. And So this is the last opener here at this field that has served a lot of good purposes over the years. It's been fun to watch this place kind of grow into what it's grown into and become what it's become. It's hosted a state championship team, and hopefully we have another one here this year to end it off.
We would love it. Here we go. Pike Road is going to kick off to Hueytown here as we get started, and ball's in the air. Here we go. Looks like number 1. Oh, a little bit of collision there. He's trying to find something. And into some traffic. Oh, he's going to be down about the 9-yard line. Looks like they'll get started there. No, we got to call him no yards, right, Coach?
Yeah, basically went nowhere.
That's
How
right.
about Quentin Robinson, first one down there making the tackle on kickoff coverage. You're starting running back.
I'll tell you, that guy's a stud. He's a good kid on and off the field, high football IQ. We talked about that. Again, on the coach's show, he had a lot to share, so good to get to know him a little bit. All right, that Patriot defense we were talking about, that awesome, big, solid defensive line, everybody in play today.
So there you see one. That's Jalen Smith. You can look down there and tell, what a difference he makes in a game.
Yes, indeed. All right, ball snapped. Quick little handoff there. No, sir. Nope.
I kind of want to say I called it.
Did you call?
But I did.
Okay, Swami. I'm going to start calling you Swami, all right?
Immediate impact.
Well, and you know what I think that was a product of? So Bryson Brooks is lined up on the right side. They saw how dominant he was last week. They didn't get to see Jalen, so they run right at Jalen. And, welcome to 2026 football season for Jalen Smith.
Amen. So. You said it best. There we go. We're good looking at, they lost a yard, so 2nd and 11. Ball snap, back to pass. Toss over to that left side. Ball incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Marcellus Davis there closing the distance and those kind of things. What you're going to see, quarterback for Hueytown's Legend McMillan. Legend.
Yeah.
Bill told me before the game he wishes his name was Legend.
I kind of wish my name was Legend. I'm just saying.
But he's a freshman, a lot of talent. They've got a history of good quarterbacks at Hueytown.
Yep.
I believe that's where Jameis went.
Yeah.
And so,
Jameis, hold on. Jameis
played against Jameis.
Yeah. Did you really?
Yeah. And
awesome.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen in the state.
Ball snap. They're going after him. And they've got him.
Ball's out.
No,
he was able to hold on.
All right, he's down about the 1-yard line. So let me tell you something. Pike Road defense. Tyson Coleman in on that. Woo!
Well, and Philip, I'll tell you what was interesting watching right there. A little bit of a different look on defense as well. We were kind of going more of a 3-3 stack instead of what we normally do. And, you saw Cam Hayward standing up. And so giving them a different look kind of surprises Hueytown. And they go backwards, man. That's a loss of 9 yards there on the opening drive. And that was their problem last week when we looked at it. They got off to a very slow start offensively, which allowed Mountain Brook to get up quick on them and kind of put that game away early.
That punt was back against the wall here, guys. All right. Here we go, ball snap. A little bit high. Oh, out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. Isn't it,
I think we got a whistle before the snap.
Did we get one?
I think that Hueytown's about to get bailed out by a delay of game.
Either that or we have too many men on the field.
Yeah, we may have too many on the field as well. Which won't really hurt us, but, it does take 2 points off the board.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of blue jerseys out there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, talked about getting a little gimme there.
Well, that's the second game kind of thing. You're still figuring out who you want to play on what. And so when you have to put the special teams out there, they're looking at some stuff they want to do. So got the penalty there, knocked it back a little bit. But to your point, Coach Brooks, we came out, T.O. was off the defense player of the week last week, and now you got him and Nose, Bryson it in, Jalen it in. Now you got a bunch of athletes in the background.
Oh, snap, kick. Real shallow. Not such a great kick. So I see, is whistles there?
Yeah, flags.
All right, more flags.
It's going to be a false start.
Ball start, offense. That'll back him up, another 5?
No, that'll be half a distance to the goal. So inside the 10, and so, it'll be a 4-yard penalty. So they'll go back to the 4-yard line.
Gotcha.
Look, if they don't put a body on number 11, he's going to block this.
Oh, no, look. Will told me all week, he said, Coach, I'm getting a block punt this week.
All right.
He's kind of called a shot. We'll see if he's able to get back there and get it.
All right.
That's at 11 on the bottom of the corner.
You can see him. Yep, you can see him right down that left side. Trying to kind of hide there, inconspicuous.
You kind of pick your poison here. If they're coming after this with 11 and 2, that's Will and Marcellus. Those two of our fastest guys.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And he drops it. Nope, no good. And
safety.
Out the back. That's a safety. Yeah. That's at 2 points. We got that back. All right. Just Hueytown couldn't get anything going there, guys.
Good start for us.
That defense stifling.
Well, and this is what we talked about at the beginning, too. This is what the coaching staff's looking for. will this team have enough respect to come out and play hard, or are they going to go through the motions tonight? I think you can tell so far. I mean, obviously being the home opener, this team's fired up over here on the sideline. You get off to a good start, and now it'll be the offense's turn to kind of make something happen.
Man, I agree, Coach. There was blood in the water there, and that offense tasted it and went after it.
And now we got to just maintain it through, full 60 minutes.
Yep, absolutely. Like what we saw so far, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what our offense has got here.
And we talked about the multiple defensive alignments that we're capable of doing. Year 3 under Coach Hodge. His familiarity with these guys, coaching Bryson, coaching these guys their entire time. He knows what he's got. He knows what he can do. He knows the little tools and gadgets he can play around with. And, getting Jalen back this week with T.O. having been able to, require 2 blockers in the middle, and then you put Big Bryson on the other side, then it frees up a whole bunch of athletes just running around on the backside. And, Hueytown wants to throw the football. They got a couple of young freshmen that can, get there. And so being disciplined in our rush lanes, getting there, good start so far to the game.
Amen. I couldn't have said it better, sir. All right, back to receive. Who we got back there, gentlemen?
CJ.
Mr. CJ. Talked about him. Had a good week last week.
Looks like CJ and Terry Ware.
Okay.
Over
Terry
there on
Ware.
the other side.
Hey, look, you guys, Terry Ware in class. Anything you want to say about Mr. Ware there?
I didn't have him in class or anything. I don't know Terry as well. I know he's a senior and a very hard worker. Very unfortunate for CJ right there.
Yeah.
Turf monster got him.
That's right. Something reached up and grabbed him. I saw it. Anyway, it looks like he's going to take it about the 34-yard line there. So let's see what we got. Not bad field position, though. I know, again, he lost his footing there, but still not a bad place to start for your Patriots. We'll see what Gunnar Gibbs and this offense has to offer today. Running game, guys, super impressive last week. I anticipate we'll see something comparable this week. All right.
Single coverage up top with 2 receivers.
Yep.
He's going to take a shot.
Yep, empty out to the left. Q in the running back position. Go ahead, Doty.
He's going to take a shot here.
Here we go.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Again, stack receivers up top. Empty field on the left. Quick. Fake handoff goes for all of it and all day. Hey, we got it, baby. That's to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. That's a touchdown, Patriots. Come on.
And I had it wrong. That actually wasn't Terry Ware. 13 is Bryce Baker. So Bryce is a transfer receiver that was unable to play last week and, is able to play this week. And they go to him first play of the game here for a touchdown.
Love it. Fantastic. Wide open. Beat the coverage in for the touchdown. But I'm seeing flags on the field. What's going on here, guys?
Oh, man. Flashbacks to last week already.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. I'm going to have to drink some Pepto-Bismol here.
Eligible downfield.
Coming back.
Play action pass. Eligible downfield.
Yep. A little play action like that. Again, you talked about this last week, Coach, about how sometimes that can, it takes a minute to unfold. You get some guys downfield too far that shouldn't be there. Is that kind of what happened here? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how we got an illegal man downfield. That was a design play action. It's different from the RPOs that we talked about last week. That was more of a play action, kind of let Gunnar get out towards the hash marks and then throw the post route. But we also had an illegal hand to the face penalty as well. So we had 2 penalties on the same play, and either way it would have been coming back. So that's unfortunate. That was a great thrown ball there by Gunnar Gibbs. And, Philip, when we did the scrimmage a couple of weeks ago, one of the things that we noticed was Gunnar on these deep routes was trying to force the ball in there instead of laying it up. That time did a great job of laying it up for Baker to go underneath it and catch it on the run. And unfortunately, a perfect pass is wiped off the board.
Yep. Different look here. 2 receivers down to the left, 1 up to the right here. Of course, Q Robinson there. Quick handoff to him. And he's finding some grass in front of him. He's still on his feet. Down to about the 36-yard line. Doty, I'm surprised you didn't call that, Mr. Swami.
Well, I did want to get ahead of myself.
15 yards, by the way.
Here we go, some pace. We're going with some
hurry
pace.
up. Here we go. And ball snap. Another quick handoff. Number 4, right up the gut. And a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, what you're seeing here is you're seeing 3 wide receivers out.
5-yard gain.
Spreading them out a little bit. You take a shot deep. Now they know we can beat them deep. So you're going to see that safety back off a little bit. Now it's a very light box, and you got a very patient one-cut runner who wants to get downhill, wants to hit the contact with Q. And so we go from 1st and 35 to 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and 5.
And again, another handoff up the left side. Q finding something, finds a nice hole. Steps out about... What's that, about the 47-yard line? Across the 50. And that's a first down. Your first downs today, of course, are brought to you by HAR Legal, ladies and gentlemen. Patriots on the move. Coach, what you got?
Well, I was just going to say, Philip kind of talked about how we're playing a little bit faster this week. I think one of the things that you're seeing is they don't have a ton of depth on that sideline, and so we're going to try to wear them out early.
Pass. Oh, just missed by 17. By the way, quick check-in, 8:44.
Late flag.
Left on the clock here. 2-0, Pike Road's up with that safety.
No game. 2nd and 10.
What'd you see, Coach?
I didn't see what happened. I just saw the flag kind of go up in the air very late.
Doty, what's your spidey senses telling you, sir?
Hold, maybe.
I think we're getting another ineligible receiver.
Wow. Personal foul. Pike Road. Okay.
The call is a personal foul against Pike Road.
Marching them back.
This is maybe one of those areas where, sometimes your biggest strength can also be one of your weaknesses. That veteran offensive line, they like to push people around. They want to play physical. They want to assert themselves early. Sometimes they get a little bit over-aggressive.
Yeah. Love to see it. Love to see the aggression, though. Receivers high up top of your screen. One out to the left there. Quick handoff. Who's in the game now, folks?
That's LaQuadjame Richards.
Yes, sir. A.K.A. Quat Richards. How many did you pick up there? Just a couple, 3, 5? Try to get some of this back.
Yeah, it'll be right at about 3rd down and 20 coming up.
Okay.
Tackled by number 13,
3rd and 20. For this offense, I'm feeling like it's manageable, guys. Let's see what they do here. Doty, any future predictions here?
I don't. if I would,
you've been good. I'm gonna call you out, man.
All right. I don't. I think it's too early in the season.
Okay. All right.
I would go with the screen.
All right. Stack receivers up to the right. Clear field down to the left. Receivers. Quick fake handoff. Gunner out. Play action. Quick toss downfield. And just overthrows him by a couple yards there.
Gives his pass intended.
Yeah, we basically went back to the same play that we ran on play 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Ball's incomplete. 4th down, Pike Road.
It just overthrew him.
I do like what Baker's able to do. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Is that Bryce Baker?
Yeah, Bryce Baker.
Yeah.
He's pulling away from people.
Well, he set the state record for 9th graders in the 100-meter last year in track. So it tells you what kind of speed that he has.
Tells you he's got some wheels, right, Coach?
Yeah. He can run.
Okay, we're going to kick it away here. 4th and long. Good, solid kick. Takes a good Pike Road bounce, too. Let it go, gentlemen.
Great punt by Warren.
Good deal. Hey, look, while we're figuring that out, let's go ahead and take a quick break, pay some bills. We'll be right back, folks. Good one here in Pike Road.
You built your organization to make an impact, but managing your marketing shouldn't take you away from your mission. Since 2019, Dogwood has grown into a full-service team delivering marketing strategy, web development, and design. We partner with nonprofits, schools, medical practices, businesses, and government teams to drive real growth. Focus on what you do best and leave the rest to us. Start your partnership today at dogwd.com. That's dogwd.com.
All right, that last kick went for about 43 yards. Excellent kick again. Special teams have been impressive this year. Didn't talk about them much in the opener, but let me tell you something, man. Good stuff.
Well, and that was a great punt by Warren. It had that spiral that you want to it, where that's why it hit and took the roll that it was able to take right there to down him at 5.
Yep. Now, Hueytown finds himself kind of in the same position they did last drive. Handoff again, not much.
Yeah, Landon Herring. Marcellus in the corner. No, Beatty. No, I'm sorry, Aiden Baker. I'm getting used to the numbers, guys.
Yep. Okay, it's early in the season.
Yeah, I tell you what, the more I watch him, the more he's 30. He puts his foot in the ground. He likes to hit people.
Yeah. All right, 2nd and 8 for Hueytown. Ball snap. Goes back to fake handoff. Back quick toss downfield, looking for it. Overthrown. Number 24. Almost got a hand in on that. Coach.
I'll tell you, Philip, the thing that I'm noticing already early in the game, our defense, Coach Hodge, they're going to make this Hueytown team gain our respect because everybody right now is 9 yards and closer to the ball. We have safeties basically playing linebacker depth up close to the line of scrimmage, and we're saying, look, we're going to take away your run. We don't trust you can block long enough to hit us with a deep ball in the pass. And so far that has held true. They're sitting at -7 yards through 5 plays.
Yeah, both our corners are on an island right now.
Ball snap, Legend, back to pass, quick toss down that right side. And overthrown again. Good coverage by number 24.
Zevin Boyd.
Yep. Excellent coverage. That'll bring up 4th and 8. Much ado about nothing for Hueytown on that drive as well.
Yeah, Zevin Boyd, young player, stepping into a role here at corner this year. But he's gotten rave reviews from his fellow teammates. I mean, there was even a report. We talked a lot about how Julius is a matchup problem for us, not 9, our big tight end.
Yep.
And they were saying that Zevin was handling Julius in some of the scrimmages.
Wow.
Julius has got a 1.5 foot on Zevin.
Yeah. Zevin Boyd, I know a lot of his family. They're out tonight. I want to say hello to them. I know they're in the game watching, but if they're at home, Mr. Boyd, Lewis Boyd, his father, and all those folks are out here, good folks, and they've been bragging about him for the last couple years. So good to see him get some field time and already doing quite well today. Here we go. 4th and 8. Hueytown trying to give themselves a little breathing room here and punt this thing away. Horrible. I don't know if he got a hand in on it or if he just off the side of his foot, but that was not good. Yeah, that was Shankstown at about the, looks like 18-yard line. So gives Pike Road striking distance, starting right in the end zone here. So, or I'm sorry, the red zone.
I'll tell you this, looking at Hueytown's roster, if you're going to get Hueytown, you better get them this year.
Yeah.
A bunch of freshmen and sophomores running around. And what this is a product of is they live in an area where they're so close to other schools.
Yep.
Once they had a coaching change, a lot of the older guys left and went to different places and moved around, which is now giving these young guys an opportunity to play. They're going to go through some growing pains this year, but in a couple of years, they stick with Coach Fines. You can kind of see they've got some young athletes who are going to be really good football players.
Yeah, yep.
Tavares Capers in the game for the first time.
He sure is. Was getting ready to say it. You got me. All right. Ball snap. Handoff. Capers around that right side trying to find it. And he picks up a couple there. Coach, what do you think? Doty, what do you think? 3?
I mean, he goes back to, if you've played Pike Road football, if you've played against us in the last, 8 years, it's really easy to find out where the ball's going. Find number 7. And 7 will take you to the football.
Right.
Mason Hussey wore that number for 4 or 5 years. Fuller Dean's picked it up this year. Lead around the corner there. Good move there.
Yeah.
I think that time what you saw was they slanted on the defensive line and they just beat King right across his face.
Yeah.
And that's a tough ask for a center. You're snapping the ball and trying to block, and they slant right in front of him, able to beat him into the backfield. Sets up 3rd down and 6 right here for our offense.
Yep. 3rd, 6, 3rd, 7. Let's see what we got here. Q Robinson out to Gunner's left. Gibbs calls for the ball. He rolls out to his left. Quick toss out. Oh, almost a pick.
Yeah, just didn't get his feet set.
That's right.
Kind of determined where he was going to go before the throw.
That was kind of a ho-hum sort of set of downs there, guys. What do you think? What, it just didn't click?
That'll be our heat timeout.
Yep. We're going to take a timeout. Of course, timeout's brought to you by Guild Mortgage. We'll take a break, Mr. Producer. Take us there. We'll be right back, folks.
Maybe it's a space you've outgrown, a front door you don't own the keys to, a neighborhood you can't afford to leave, but can't afford to stay in either. You dream of more, a home that's yours. Guild Mortgage helps make that dream possible with powerful options and local loan experts who've helped more than 1 million new home buyers. Behind every address, there's a story. Let's help you own yours.
All right. Folks, welcome back. Pike Road Stadium here. Pike Road's up 2-0 here. Let's get a look at our clock. 5:57 left in the first quarter. Again, 2-0. That's like a baseball score, Coach.
Hey, look, I'll take every game us being up 2-0.
You ain't kidding. I'll take a final score of 2-0 if that's what it takes. I hear you.
There's 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter of the second game of the season. However, this is a big kick.
Yep.
This is a big kick for Cam. This is about the distance last week. And
okay.
It's on the same hash. And so would love to see him just.
Is this a little redemption kick? What do you think?
We'll get some confidence back.
Yeah, yep. I'm going to wait until I see the ref call it before I holler anything. How about that? Well, kicks up. And they're saying kick is no good.
Yeah, I think he pushed that one to the left a little bit. And last week he hooked it to the right. Probably tried to overcompensate a little bit, and it kind of just hit off the more towards the toe instead of that instep and just went left on him. So, look, Cam's a sophomore. He's going to make some really big kicks for this team this year.
He is.
It's easy to sit back as a fan and say anything you want to about, kickers and stuff. Kicking's not an easy thing to do.
It is not.
He's a young sophomore who really just picked up kicking 2 years ago and is getting better and better. And, we're going to have to give him some time to grow. But Cam Davis is going to be a really, really good kicker and make some big kicks. And he did make a big kick last week. We had a field goal to go up 10-7 and made the one that was the game winner before they blew the whistle after it went through the uprights. And hate to see it for Cam, but like I talked about last week, he's a confident kid. I mean, his confidence is not going to go down.
Yeah, I talked to him on the field before the game, and he's one of mine at the church, and we hang out a good bit. And he's not lacking for confidence, but he did mention coming out here today in warmups. It's that hash mark that's his problem. As a lefty kicker, it's that one hash mark where he said he's just struggling a little bit with his confidence there. And he even said, when he first came out for warmups today, he missed the first one, and he was almost like, again. And then he went back and made a couple of them. But I'm telling you, people, in warmups today, Cam was nailing from 50.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of leg that kid possesses. Like you said, he's just a sophomore, and he didn't kick last year.
Yeah.
He just kicked off.
That's crazy.
This is his first year kicking field goals.
Previous soccer kid?
Yes.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah, all conference soccer kid.
Gotcha.
So still is a soccer kid.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, does both.
And he'll probably play. There's a good chance he can do both in college.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Back at it. Receivers up to your right and to your left. Ball snap. And quick fakes the handoff. Quick toss over the center. So number one, he's still on his feet. He's going to pick up the first down and then a couple.
Hey, look, good RPO play there by Hueytown.
Yeah.
He kept it in there, pulled it out, hit the slant route, and got to give them some credit right there.
Excellent toss right across the middle there.
Yeah, that's freshman to freshman.
Freshman to freshman? Coach, you said this. Look out. If you're going to beat them this year, you might not get them the next couple years because they're going to get better and better with these underclassmen. Another quick run there for number 3.
Yeah, Cam Haygood on the tackle. And in this three-man front, so last week against Enterprise with a more balanced attack, you saw Cam with his hand in the ground. He was one of the ends. Today we talked a lot about how him and Tyson Coleman can kind of go back and forth in that hang edge position. And so you're seeing Cam, not so much with his hand in the ground, but he can do it like he is right now.
All right, ball handed off, number 3 again. Oh, my. Let me introduce you to number 23, sir.
Tyson Coleman.
Woo! My word.
That's Caleb Rhodes.
Is that Caleb Rhodes?
Yeah.
Caleb Rhodes,
Yeah. My goodness.
We're second game in. We can make mistakes too.
That's okay. Yeah. We're still getting used to it early in the season. Either way, number 3's got a tattoo of number 23 on him. I can tell you that right now. He won't forget who number 23 is for sure.
An announcement from the press box on behalf of the athletics director.
All right, 5:04 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 7. Ball's on about the 38-yard line. Up. False start on your offense. Going to back them up.
I think they were actually called for illegal formation.
Is that what it was?
Right there, yeah. So they had 5 men in the backfield, and it was the penalty kind of, a false start, they would stop it before the snap. Illegal formation, they'll stop it after.
Legend back to pass, rolling out to his right, looking for somebody. Quick toss, out of bounds, get rid of it. And a flag on the play.
And we're going to get illegal linemen downfield on Hueytown. The 52 was all the way down here at the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
But that also shows you what a veteran player can do. I mean, Jalen Smith, did you see him on that play? I mean, he immediately realized he was let go. As a defensive lineman, when you realize nobody's blocking you, that's not an accident. It means there's somebody on a trap coming to get you, or they're trying to get you to come upfield. He immediately diagnosed the screen. He turned his head around, went back, found number 4, hit number 4. That's where they're trying to go with the football. There's nothing there to do. By that time, the play took too long, and now you got a lineman downfield.
Yep, another penalty here on Hueytown. Here's going to back him up.
But it shows you what a veteran player and the impact you can make on a defense. You got a bunch of freshmen on Hueytown, and then you got big number 1, senior, full-year starter.
Good luck. 3rd and 11. Here comes the ball. Back play action. Goes back to toss. Quick toss over the center. Ball caught. Boom. Just crosses over the 50-yard line not before taking a couple big Patriot hits. Down to about the 48-yard line as they cross midfield.
Yeah, that's going to be a busted coverage against us. Yep. And that's where those young safeties, they're going to learn from that. Obviously, Coach Hodge will get in the film room and those kind of things, but that's just a seam route right down the middle. Nobody picked him up.
Hueytown, hurry up. Hand off to number 3. Boom, another hit. Picks up about 5 of them.
Yeah, those.
Philip, you got to give Daryl some credit, right? He just got ran over and he came in and stuck his head in again, and that was a big hit right there by Daryl Obedient.
Yeah,
probably was a little upset after the last play.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. And went for the blitz, and they got him. There we go. Guys, I think I saw 3 jerseys in on that. Doty, who we had in on that one?
Jalen made the initial disruption. They put him over the center, and he just immediately blew him up. He caused the run move, and then you had Cam and Landon. Cam kind of grabbed him up, and Landon came and put him on his rear end. Our young guys, the safeties, the backers, they will put their foot in the ground and come down the hill and hit you.
Yeah.
It's not a lack of effort.
3rd and 7, Hueytown on the move here. Ball snap, Legend back to pass. In a little bit of trouble, quick toss, and that's a pick. Number 28 got it. And he's down. Patriot football at about the 41, 42-yard line.
That's Daryl Obedient on the pick.
Who got the hand in first? Somebody had it.
Landon Harry.
There we go.
And Landon's going to kill himself because he wished he'd have had that pick. I bet we hit him right in the hands. But he read it perfectly. Great call by Coach Hodge. We have been in man-to-man, and then he immediately goes to zone. Young quarterback panics when he doesn't see the coverage. He's thinking, pressure roll out, force ball over the middle. Landon gets his hand on, tip drill, Daryl in the hand, Pike Road football.
Here we go. Screen out to number 13. Wide open. And nice moves, looking for something. Picks up a couple 3.
Yeah, that's Bryce Baker again.
Yep. And I see a penalty flag.
Maybe a little late.
Jacoby Smith in on the tackle for Hueytown. There is a flag on the play.
Coach, this feels like one of those moments here with the pick. Like, maybe take another shot right here.
Yeah, offense has got to get something going right here, and you got a little bit of momentum now. Looks like we're going to have offsetting penalties here. Yep. But got to figure out something. I mean, hit them with the first play of the game and then really, haven't been able to do much since. So this is kind of a big drive for this offense to kind of find their footing again.
All right, let's see. We got 2nd and 8. Patriots, of course, taking over after that big interception here. Ball snap. Handoff, number 4, you know who, right up the gut. Just shy of that first down. Going to be 3rd and about 1 or 2. Okay. You're picking to hurry up?
I would run the hurry up on the same play again.
It's going to be 3rd or 2nd. Where are we at here? 3rd and, is they saying 3rd and 1?
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Yeah, what it kind of looks like.
There we go. 3rd and 3 on the board there. Okay, here we go. 2 receivers out to your left, 1 up top. Q Robinson in behind Gunnar Gibbs. And laundry on the field, gentlemen. This is getting old.
There is a flag on the play.
This is a little sloppy on both sides.
Yeah.
Sideline warning on us.
No, on
Hueytown. Okay. So there's no enforcement of a yardage in that penalty. It's just a warning that if it happens again, there'll be a yardage.
Still 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 3. Quick handoff right again. The first down, Q Robinson. Cross midfield and to about the 43-yard line. There we go. First down. Of course, you know who. Brought to you by HAR Legal. Hurry up offense. Gunnar Gibbs and the team. Gunnar back to pass. Looking for something big down that left side. And pass broke up. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, taking a shot at CJ there and just kind of underthrew it a little bit. CJ had him beat on the deep route, but good coverage there by the Hueytown guy.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Right, that brings up a 2nd and 10. All right, Gunnar with the handoff again. Q Robinson on his feet. And for the first down and then some. And about the 29, 20, 28-yard line.
One of the things we've gotten to love about Hugh on the baseball field is he's such a strong kid in his core. He's not just a scat back. So running through that arm tackle, one cut up the field.
Gunner looking for the right side. And just a little bit too far outside. Couldn't quite make it in. And all kinds of flags here. What's going on?
They're going to get Tommy, I think, after the whistle.
Low John.
It may be on them.
Let's see here.
Yeah, they got them for it.
Yep, personal foul on Hueytown. That's 1st and 10.
The foul is a personal foul called
At about
against the Golden Gophers.
What's that, 14-yard line, Coach?
After the 16-yard penalty.
Yeah, you asked the question during one of the breaks, like, why not just run football? Why not just do that? Well, we're still working on things. You got to get chemistry between the quarterback and the wide receiver on that route. Out route to Julius, trying to use the big body against him. And they just weren't on the same page. Gunner thought he was a little bit here. So you're still working on things.
All right. Quad Richardson, a running back. He gets the ball. Didn't quite get his feet under him there.
Yeah, that slant run against the line's giving us some problems. We're not picking that up well.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you're running a zone play and they slant, it just, if you can call it at the right time,
it blows it up.
Yeah. About a minute and a half, folks, left in the first quarter here. Again, score still 0-2, like a hockey score. Here we go. Quad still in, running back. Hand fake. Oh, no, he does get it. Quad on his feet. Driving to about the 10-yard line.
Richards, the ball carrier.
Yeah, there's not a lot of trickery right now. It's just straightforward kind of running.
After the 7-yard gain, 3rd and 6.
Push him around. We're bigger, better than you.
There we go. 3rd and 6. Ball hit off again to Quat. Up the middle. He hits a wall, but not without gaining a couple first.
He runs hard.
It's going to be 4th and inches, I think, coming up.
Gotcha. You guys heard it. Coach says 4th and inches. What do you think they're going to do?
Number 4.
There we go. They're bringing him in, bringing the pile driver in. I got to come up with a good nickname for him.
For Pike Road.
All right. 4th and inches. They're going for it, baby. And they won't need to.
There is a flag on the play.
They get an automatic first down here, Coach? What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think? Half distance to the goal line?
Yeah, and it's one of those things like I don't understand. Like when you play against Pike Road, like we do that all the time, and we're very good at it. You know, those third and shorts, fourth and shorts, the freeze play. Our guys are very, very disciplined in that. We've picked up many a big first down using that play, and so it's on film. I would expect more coaches to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
That results in another Patriot first down.
All right. Again, first down is brought to you by HAR Legal, and we got a brand new one here, folks, right about the 2 or 3 yard line. And Q Robinson, the ball carrier, in for the score. The pile driver himself put 6 more on, makes it 8-0.
Number 4, Robinson.
That was a gutsy drive. I liked it. I like they knew they could give it to Q and put it on the board there. Again, touchdowns brought to you by Mullinex. We thank you for that.
Yeah, a little bit of a gut check drive there. You know, came out, like you said, Coach Brooks, first play of the game, shot, made a penalty, come back. Kind of lost some of that momentum.
Ball's up.
Yep.
And kick's no good. Score stays 8-0.
And with 14.3 seconds left in the first quarter, your score.
All right, 0. About 14 seconds left. 0-8. Pike Road's on top. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back as we wrap up the first quarter. Come on.
We're more than just a sign company. We can turn your vision into reality with professional designs that will get you noticed. We design, print, and install custom signs and graphics that bring your brand to life. From eye-catching signs and banners to vehicle and fleet graphics, we deliver quality, speed, and service that you can trust and rely on. From schools to churches, small businesses to large corporations, we can meet all your branding needs.
Patriot Nation, welcome back. the heart of Pike Road. Again with that Mullinex touchdown, Pike Road jumps ahead 8-0 here with 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Number 99, Cam Davis, set to kick off for Pike Road.
Cam set to put this thing down the field. Let's see what we got. Excellent kick. And fielded by number 1 for Hueytown. And he'll be down about the 17-yard line. Guys, real quick, I want to take a minute. Last week, if you haven't watched last week's coach's show, check it out, man. Fantastic. Phil Doty did a wonderful job. Coach, fantastic. We had offensive, defensive players of the week, Q, T.O. This week, we're going to be at Mellow Mushroom. That'll be Tuesday night, so now we're not competing with the JV game. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, we're going to have the cheerleaders on. We're going to, of course, hear from Coach. We're going to exciting to hear who our offensive, defensive players of the week are. And, of course, my big guy here, Doty, getting into the X's and O's with everybody. We love it.
We'll have some fun talking with Coach Shook. And, you know, it was fun to just kind of cut it up with him last week over at the GOAT and talk over the ball. He was excited to talk about the players.
He was in a good mood.
He was in a good mood.
Yeah.
Despite what happened Friday night.
Despite.
But I think he likes what he's got from his football team.
Yeah. Like we said, we got ourselves a football team. And ball handed off. Laundry on the field.
Number 3, Jaden Myers, the ball carrier.
And false start. Looks like it's coming back. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter, which will be.
I think they got to play one untimed down.
They got to do one? Okay.
So the quarter or the half can't end on a penalty. I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah.
Okay. First and 15, of course, that penalty backs them up 5. And as soon as this is over, we'll switch sides of the field.
An illegal formation call goes against Hueytown.
And Mr. Isbell tells us illegal formation.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of those kind of calls with the team, with a lot of youth the way they have. Freshmen, they're making mistakes. So figuring out how to get lined up where they want to.
Ball snap. Little bootleg out. Number 2 trying to toss it. Got somebody not open into the sideline there. Way overthrown. Now that'll bring up the change of the sides of the field here and bring on the second quarter. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. Again, live from Pike Road. We'll be right back. Mr. Producer, take us.
A student deserves the chance to excel on the field, on the stage, and in the studio. The Pike Road Patriot Fund exists to make that possible, providing essential funding for arts and athletics at Pike Road schools. Led by a dedicated board and powered by your support, the Patriot Fund is making a real difference. Learn more at prpatriotfund.com.
A home is more than bricks and mortar. It's the heart of family, trust, and lasting memories. For over 2 decades, we've crafted quality homes across Alabama, designed with honesty, meticulous care, and foundations built to last. Choose from one of our existing floor plans or bring your own. We will help you from design to finish. We guide you every step of the way. Ready to build on your lot? Contact Watermark Builders today for a free design consultation and see how easy we can make building your dream together.
Patriot Nation, welcome back. 8-0. Your Patriots are on top. I want to take a quick minute to thank our show producer here, Mr. Sam Collier, running the dials and the levers, and of course, Miss Shannon Melton there over on the camera, making sure you all get a good view of it. If she doesn't do a good job, she says you're welcome to text her and tell her how bad she did. I'm kidding. She's giving me a dirty look right now. No, don't do that. Sam says don't do that. Sam says you can text him. Ball snap. Number 2 back, rolling out and throws it down. Doesn't see anything he likes.
Yeah, again, real great diagnosis there on our defense. They were trying to do a little throwback screen over here to the right. Fully covered, linebackers are all over it. And then one more little thing there on that. If you're going to text Shannon, she actually prefers email. It's called bill@PikeRoadSignsAndGraphics.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes.
We'll send it there.
Absolutely. It will be read and it will. Hey, look, we'll file that in file 13. I can assure you that. Okay. 3rd and 15, ball snap. Legend back to pass, and he is back. And ball's out. They got to call him down.
Yeah. Caleb Rhodes, Landon Herring, Bryson Brooks, Jalen Smith. I mean, just name it. That's who was there on that. Just a complete cave in there on the defensive line.
Yeah, he met a whole gaggle of Patriots there.
And this is where the games is really just kind of, it can be frustrating at times. You know, I want to see them get this punt off, but they've shown me that they don't have the ability to do that just yet. Between the snap and the kick. This is another area where, like a really young program, they just struggle in special teams.
Back against the wall. They found themselves a couple times here tonight. 4th and 25, trying to get out of the hole. And another Shanksville kick. Going to take a favorable roll. I think it rolled more than he got airtime on that.
Well, they're a little upset with Zevin right there because when Zevin took off towards the football, it made CJ back off, and that's what caused the ball to continue rolling. They wanted CJ to pick it up and kind of have some momentum, and so just kind of some miscommunication. Look, that's a weird, you're not going to see the ball land in the middle like that very often.
You can't practice it. I mean,
yeah.
The Hueytown kicker is just catch kick. I mean, there's no form whatsoever. He's trying to get it off as fast as he can. And this is one of those areas where we are blessed in that area. I mean, we talked about it in preseason, having Chandler Boyd as a 4-star long snapper. Long snapper's not easy.
No. There's a lot of guys who go to college just because they can long snap. And ball handed off.
Tavares Capers.
Mr. Capers.
Tavares Capers, the ball carrier for Pike Road.
I think he's still kind of looking for the feel of the run game for him. You can see the talent, you can see the size, you can see the skill, but I think he's still trying to kind of searching for where he fits.
And Gunner back to pass. Toss over to the right side. Caught, number 14. Eludes 1, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Still on his feet. Down to the 5. In for the touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Pike Road touchdown.
There is a flag on the play.
And a flag on the play. The Swami says it's holding. Got a man down for Hueytown as well.
It's frustrating to get the penalty there, but C.J. Thomas with the ball in his hand. Coach, that's fun to watch.
Well, he just turned 16 today.
Yes.
So,
happy birthday, young man.
I mean, he should. He's a junior. He should be a sophomore. I mean, age-wise. I mean, we have a sophomore on our baseball team that turned 16 before CJ did as an 11th grade.
Wow,
which is incredible.
That is incredible.
But his been coming back for that little comeback route. He didn't just sit on it. He came to the ball. He caught the ball. Immediately got his head around the field and found where the defenders were. Stop, start. Go.
That was it. He wasn't just excited about making the catch and just taking a tackle and going down. He went for that end zone. Gunner back again to pass. And Gunner moving up in the pocket. He's going to keep it. Going to run ahead with the touchdown slide. Smart move. Knocked his helmet off. I don't see any flags on that for any late hit.
That means he has to come out unless we take a timeout right here.
Okay. And I do see some laundry. Looks a little more jawing, it looks like. Hueytown saying it's Pike Road.
Well, it's one of those situations, as an offensive lineman, when your quarterback gets hit, you get
a little fired up.
Yeah, I mean, you have his back.
A little protective.
And that's 2 weeks in a row now that, our guys are going to feel like that Gunner went down on the ground and then still took a hit.
Yeah.
So.
You're right, though, Coach. You get a little defensive for your guy. Yeah.
Well,
I like to see it.
And we know Gunner. I've known Gunner since we moved here. Him and my boy are close.
Yep.
I don't think the audience fully understands the willpower it takes for that young man to slide. He does not want to slide.
He
understands how important he is to this offense. Yeah. But if he had a choice, he would run you over in a heartbeat.
They're going with the Wildcat offense here.
Yeah, it's going to be Quentin Robinson lining up at quarterback now.
I love this look. This is fun.
Well, they did this last year, where they had some skill players last year where we did this a little bit. And so I don't think this is this would go away from our offense. I think you're going to see different variations of it. I don't know if they wanted to show it game 2 of the season.
Right. 9:30 left in the first half. Marching the Patriots back a little bit here due to the penalty. Going to put them about the 47-yard line. And ball snap. Hand off to Quat, right up the middle. And he picks up a handful there.
Yeah, good run here. Probably going to get to see Warren Taylor come out and see if he can pin him deep. I thought maybe you might see that.
Yeah, no, we're about to go for it.
I love it. Yep, Gunnar Gibbs back on the field.
We're not going to go for it.
Pooch kick?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the prediction here?
Well, we're going to try to get them to jump off sides. If they will, then we'll probably go for it on 4th and 10 from the 35. If not, and now we're going to take a timeout. But if not, you're going to see Gunnar back up about 2 or 3 more yards and then try to pin them deep.
Yep.
Especially with the way our defense is playing. I mean, right now we don't feel like their offense can threaten us very much.
Gotcha. Let's take a quick break here with a Gill Mortgage timeout. Dodie, you going to run the levers here? Yeah. Let's do it. Mr. Producer, take us.
Built your organization to make an impact, but managing your marketing shouldn't take you away from your mission. Since 2019, Dogwood has grown into a full-service team delivering marketing strategy, web development, and design. We partner with nonprofits, schools, medical practices, businesses, and government teams to drive real growth. Focus on what you do best and leave the rest to us. Start your partnership today at dogwd.com. That's dogwd.com.
Welcome back, Patriot Nation. 8:51 left here in the first half. After that timeout, Dodie thinks we're gonna try to pull them. Was it Dodie or Coach? I'm not sure. These guys think we're gonna try to pull them off sides, and if we can, maybe go for it on 4th. Let's see what we got.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, the pooch punt.
Switches formation.
Gunnar will kick it.
Ball snap. Yep. Not a bad kick. Wow. And yes, sir. Excellent job. Gunnar Gibbs with the pooch punt. Excellent job. That puts Hueytown, again, backs against the wall here.
Hueytown will take over 1st and 10.
Yep. Fantastic. 1st and 10 Hueytown at about the 1.5-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. While they're getting it together, you guys got any scores, man?
Trying to get service so I can get some scores.
I gotcha.
I do know Ben Russell and Vestavia are 7-7 right now with about 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Okay. And I tell you, Hueytown has spent a lot of their night with their backs against the wall, Coach.
I mean, right up against the 5-yard line.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
All night long.
Way back in the end zone here. Ball snap. Handoff, trying to find something, little crease there. He picks up a couple. Gives him a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, good read there by Landon.
Landon there on the stop. Yep.
He's really making he's had a good game so far.
I think he's going to get better as the season goes on and on and on.
Just a sophomore.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a hussy boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of got that grit to him, that fight in him. I like it. I like it.
And Coach was talking about him this week on the show. You know, he just bleeds red, white, and blue. He's a Patriot. He loves Patriots.
I love it. We'll have him on the show pretty soon. I got a feeling, Dodie. And ball handed off, and he loses a couple, looks like. Whole lot of Patriot hats in on that one. Loss of about 3 yards.
Yeah, T.O. was in on that. You know, Bryson, that defensive line is really, we talked about it last week, the linebackers allowing the defensive line last year to grow. This year it's a little bit different, and that defensive line is really a problem. Jalen, T.O., Bryson.
Yep. Heck of a defensive line here. Been great for us so far this season here and so far this game. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. That's a timeout. We'll come back in just a couple minutes here with 7:25 left in the first half. We will be right back.
From small projects to full landscaping overhauls, Froggy Bottom does it all. We'll plan your dream yard down to every detail, making sure it looks perfect. Need materials? We've got gravel, soil, mulch, and more. When the job is done, our dumpsters seal the deal. Froggy Bottom, your one-stop shop for landscaping done right.
Patriots getting back at it here after the timeout. They've broken the huddle, and looks like we're ready to go. No, you were saying that defense, that defensive line there.
Yeah, I mean, last week we saw them get pushed around just a little bit, but Jalen didn't play last week.
That's right.
He's a difference maker on the edge. Everybody kind of falls into place a little bit. Last week, you see 25 there, Tyson Coleman. He can play in, he can play linebacker. You see Cam Haygood, 35, very similar profile of an athlete. There's 5 guys there with Tyson Coleman, Cam Haygood, Jalen Smith, Bryson Brooks. You throw T.O. in there. There's a lot of different multiple formations you can run around that. There you see they got a call from the line. Now you got those 5 guys right there at the line of scrimmage.
Ball snap. Number 2 back in the end zone, goes big down the field, well covered. And that, almost a pick. I'm surprised he didn't hang on to that one.
Marcellus Davis.
That's a familiar name from last season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and last week, he had one right at the end of the half, 50-50 ball, and he mistimed his jump.
Yeah.
Yes,
I remember that.
We thought he picked it. That one, he didn't.
He was not going to miss time his jump on that one. He was going to either be late or right on time.
There we
He
go.
was not going to be early.
Love it.
I'm going to tell you what, Wetumpka up 20-0 right now.
Wow.
They're showing that they're another team in this region that can make some noise.
Let me tell you, didn't you tell me they have the number 1 tight end in the country? Who's that? What's his name?
I don't remember his name, but I do know.
We're just going to call him the number 1 tight end in the country. How about that?
He's number 1 in the country.
And when do we have them? Am I looking at the schedule? How many weeks down the road we got?
They are the week after Benjamin Russell, which is a very, very tough spot in our schedule, I think. We get the bye week, and then we play Russell County, which will be an emotional game.
Yep. Bad snap. Still gets it off, and going to field it. And what? Do they need to change
That's
the
the same spot that he tripped up, going in a different direction this time.
Yeah,
I don't know how you were in high school. If I'm his teammate, I'm going to draw a little chalk man right there on that field. There'll be a little shaving cream chalk man right there come Monday morning. That's twice now.
Patriots with solid field position.
He had a seam right there.
He did, man. Let me tell you. I'm curious to see what could happen right there should he had kept his footing about him here. All right. The Patriots well into Hueytown territory here. Begin on the 30-yard line. Gunnar Gibbs, quarterback, Q Robinson, and with a handoff, Q looking for a crease. He finds it. Down to the 20, to the 15 on his feet. Down to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to get a holding penalty.
There is a flag on the play.
Yep.
Holding called against Pike Road.
All right, guys, what's up with these penalties? Talk to me here. Lack of focus? Is it just some over intense? What's going on? I'm asking you guys to read minds here. I get it, but typically you're good at it.
I'm trying to find the right words to say.
Okay.
We have some very aggressive kids.
Gotcha.
And sometimes you can be a little too aggressive. And when I was a player, I led our team in personal foul penalties my junior and senior year at Benjamin Russell. Yeah. So I was kind of the same way. I mean, I like to hit and sometimes hit a little bit too hard, do a little bit too much, and that was kind of the product of that play right there.
Hand off to number 4. He's up the middle, still on his feet. He's back.
Number 4, Quentin Robinson, the ball carrier for Pike Road.
Just across the original line of scrimmage. Clock at 6:55. That'll bring up second and looks like about 7, maybe 6.
I mean, there's nothing really tricky about what we're doing. I mean, I can't really give you an X's and O's. Hey, Bill, we're doing this because of. This is just man-on-man football.
Gunner back to pass. Down the right side. Got a man. And, he got to hold a lot of jersey there. That's PI. I saw it all day.
I love to see what Gunner did there. Immediately looked. I think CJ was where he was going all along. He knew he had the matchup on the bottom of the screen, one-on-one. But his first look was to the left.
Saw it, yep.
First look was to the left, and then draw the throw back and come back and hit CJ. Well thrown ball. Only CJ was going to have a shot at that. And you get the PI.
Let me ask you about the power of that look to the left. Drew Brees used to do the pump fake. Sometimes you just look to the left. You can throw a defense off. Like, how important is that? Is that look?
No, and that's part of playing the position, which is why they're the highest paid players in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's not just the ability to set your feet and throw the football. I mean, Jamarcus Russell may have been the most gifted thrower of the football you've ever seen in your life.
Handoff number 4 up the center. Nobody on him. On his feet. Touchdown, Patriots. The pile driver himself to Robinson.
Number 4, Quentin Robinson with a 14-yard run, his second touchdown of the night, and his 4th of the season.
Love it. Second of the night, 4th of the season, many more to come. With 6:24 left. All right. Let's see what we got here.
We got Davis Dickerson.
I was going to say, looks like we changed it up.
And we moved early. And we're going to get a penalty, which is going to make it harder for Davis.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know him, but you were talking about him earlier, Coach Brooks.
Oh, sorry. It's called
soccer player as well.
Yeah, also a soccer player. So, we talked at the beginning of the game about how Benjamin Russell went all the way up to Huntsville last week and the lights went out, correct?
Okay.
The lights just went out at their home stadium and they're in a delay again now. So,
oh, my gosh. Wow.
2 weeks in a row.
That's somebody's trying to tell him something. Okay, kicks up.
Good kick.
Kick is good. Very good. We'll take it.
I'm going to tell you what, for Davis to have not kicked in a game before, that was a very good looking.
That was good. Easy. He made it look easy. 14-0 with 6:24 left in the game here. Let's go ahead. Take ourselves a break after that Mullinex touchdown. Let's do it, Sam.
For your Pike Road Patriots, I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!
Hey, folks, welcome back to our rowdy Pike Road Stadium tonight. Let me tell you, I haven't even addressed this, but let me tell you something. We got a packed house. We got cheerleaders going crazy. We got band going nuts. I mean, it's sidelines for Pike Road going off. I love it. This is what I've missed for so long. How about you, Doty?
Student section has been popping confetti all night long.
Yes.
We got a great student section.
We have a great student section.
Yeah. Somebody's going to have some cleanup tonight.
That's for the detention kids. All right, here we go. Ball's up. Number 1 again, going to field it. On his feet. Trying to find something. I think he found a Pike Road Patriot. About the 20, 25 yard line.
Darius Johnson.
Darius Johnson in on the stop.
Yeah. He's been down there a lot on special teams. Yeah. Senior kid, along with the program a long time. Him and Michael Provo both have been covering kicks all night long.
Michael had a big hit on the last one, and he's one of the first ones down there every single time.
Yeah. And Darius has been playing special teams for a couple of years now. He's been a big cog in now.
Right, ball snap. And fakes the toss out. Keeps it himself. Legend picks up the first down. Good run by that kid, by the freshman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically a version of kind of the midline option. What you're seeing is instead of having the running back come across and him read with the ball in his gut, he has the option to either pitch it out like a regular option, or if he sees that defender go for the running back, he's going to fake it. Now he's got a crease right up the middle. And a very good read there by the young freshman to get about 12, 13 right there on the first play.
And a first down. That's right. 5:55 on the clock running. 2 receivers up to the right, 2 down to your left here. Ball snap. Play action, and he is greeted by 2 Patriots, number 23 and 0. Who was in on that, gentlemen?
Caleb Rhodes and Bryson Brooks.
Yes, sir. Loss of a handful of yards.
It's going to be a heat timeout.
Yeah, blitz there by Coach Hodge. He brought the linebacker there. Guy kind of got confused on who to block. Didn't block either one of them.
That's a Gil Mortgage timeout. As the Patriots kind of gathering to figure it out here. You want to take a break, Sam? Let's take a break, Sam. Let's pay a bill or two. Let's do it, man. We'll be back.
This week's Patriot Weekly is Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
Hey, Patriot Nation, welcome back to a hot Pike Road Stadium here. I mean, temperature, but also just hot with the vibe. Ball snapped. Number 2, Mr. Legend back. He's scrambling. He's got some field in front of him. Wants to go ahead and toss it, and it is way overthrown.
And that was what their coaching staff, our coaching staff was talking to us on the field before the game about, he's scary outside of the pocket, and he plays downfield. And he plays, Coach, he plays more mature than a freshman. I mean, most freshmen, when they get flushed like that, they're going to go backyard ball, keep the ball, run it, take off.
You're right, backyard ball, that's right.
Kept his eyes downfield, had a big target down there, and just put it up for grabs.
Yeah. Anybody else could have, right, you could have did the backyard ball, tucked it and ran it. 5:22 on the clock, 3rd and 14. Receivers out, 4 receivers out to the left, 1 out to the right. Going back to pass with the blitz. He's trying to find something. Boom, takes a big hit. Incomplete pass. His helmet pops off as well.
McMiller's pass.
We got a Patriot down.
Number 6, Jones falls incomplete.
Stratton Harrell with a big hit there on the quarterback. Jalen was right in there.
Yeah, I think Jalen kind of is he ended up being the one that got some friendly fire there.
Gotcha. They're going to tend to them for a second here.
I'm going to tell you what, you got to give Legend McMiller some credit too. He's taken some shots early in this game and continues to get up.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's really impressed me with his ability to keep his eyes downfield. I mean, he had a guy open there for just a second. When he escapes the pocket, he's not looking to run. He's looking to attack downfield.
You're right.
Well, it's kind of sad to have to say this, but with where we're at in high school football now, Hueytown better do all they can to keep him there, not let him go somewhere else, which in that area is very, very easy to have happen.
Yep, Hueytown's going to kick it away. Low kick. Fielded right about the 45. He's on his feet to across the 50. Out to about the 44-yard line. Flags all over the field. Gentlemen.
It looked like was it legal?
It's either going to be a blindside block or a block in the back.
Block in the back.
2 on us.
Yeah.
So.
Number 14 for Hueytown, a little shook up there. They're coming out to get him.
That's Damani Green, also a freshman for Hueytown. I mean, that when you look down at this roster, I mean, you see sophomore, freshman, sophomore, freshman. I mean, young group out there with some really good size for their age. And
sure.
Like I said earlier, I mean, if you're going to get Hueytown, this is the year to do it because they're going to have some time to continue building with these guys. Plus, like we talked about in that area, they'll probably get some in and they're going to be a really good football team here in the future.
You're right. That legend, that quarterback, fantastic underclassman. And like you said, run down the roster, man. It's all young guys that are just going to get better and better and bigger and bigger. So.
Well, and Coach Vines. I mean,
Coach Vines.
He was great while he was here. He was beloved while he was here. Went to Bullock County, and he had a lot of success at Bullock County, which is not always easy to do.
No.
But he had a lot of success there. Took them to depths of the playoffs they hadn't been to in decades. And you don't get the Hueytown job just because anything. I mean, you earned it.
That's right.
And so they have a tradition-rich program.
Quick handoff. The quad still on his feet. He's still on his feet. Making tackles down to the 40, turning it on to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, down to the 15. Wow, how many yards was that, Coach? Woo! That scat back, man, let me tell you something. Special.
Well, look at the first player there to congratulate him on the sideline was Ford. That's cute. I mean, they love each other. They love the fact that they can do that. They're not very different running backs. First contact, go.
60-yard run by the young man. Their handoff, number 5. He's up the center. He's gone on his feet. Still driving. That's why they do leg days, folks. Stuff like that.
How about VJ right there just planted number 5 for them in the end zone with a pancake, and that's what you want to see from your offensive line.
That's right.
Well, that goes back to some of those penalties we see. I mean, yeah, you're going to get these kind of blocks, but you're going to have to live with a couple of other ones.
Yep. Handoff to number 5 again, up that right side on his feet, and he is in, standing for a Pike Road touchdown.
Well, Philip, you said it earlier that you kind of see Cornbread just trying to figure it out and kind of get going. Those were his 2 best runs
of the year
so far, and so you kind of see him starting to gain some confidence and become the running back that we think that he can be. And I mean, there's not many places around the state that have a 3-headed monster running back the way we do here.
I tell you, we are the embarrassment of riches at running back. It seems that we have, so love it. Number 5. That's Mr. Tavares Capers. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear his name a lot more. Here we go. Number 99 again. Looks like he's got him one. All right. That makes that score 22-0. Patriots on top. 4:09 left in the first half. Your Pike Road Signs and Graphics halftime show coming up. You want to take a break, Sam, or you want to just stay with us? Let's take a break. We'll be right back, folks.
Maybe it's a space you've outgrown, a front door you don't own the keys to, a neighborhood you can't afford to leave, but can't afford to stay in either. You dream of more, a home that's yours. Guild Mortgage helps make that dream possible with powerful options and local loan experts who've helped more than 1 million new home buyers. Behind every address, there's a story. Let's help you own yours.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Coach, do me a favor. You said something prophetic right there, man. What was that little story you told us?
Tavares is kind of one of those guys where he's just naturally gifted.
Yeah.
And I think last week you could see he was thinking, trying to read things right.
Timid.
This week the coaching staff just said, hey, look, we're going to give you this ball. Take it and run it.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's kind of what he did on those 2 plays. You saw his talent, saw what he's able to do, breaking tackles, and able to get Pike Road into the end zone.
There you go. Good kick by Cam. They're going to field it back at the 5. And he hits a Pike Road wall. Going to take it about the 21-yard line. Again with 4:02 left on the clock. And a 22-0 score.
Yeah, Q Robinson, Bryson Purdue. Zevin Boyd on the tackle as well. A bunch of starters on defense and offense down there.
Hueytown will take over 1st and 10.
Kind of took a minute to get going in this game, but you're starting to see the offense kind of gain some momentum and kind of figure things out a little bit.
Wheels are starting to catch. You're right, Coach. All right, ball snap. Quick toss out there to number 3 again. And he meets number 5, Mr. Coleman.
Yeah, great read there. I mean, there's a concept called team defense, and it's that way for a reason. Tyson did his job, held his line, shucked his man, and didn't immediately crash down until he realized, okay, read, react, read, react, read, react.
Read, react. Read, react. That's it. Do they coach to that?
Well, you get in trouble when you react before you read.
Sure.
That's where you get in trouble. You think you know what's happening, and the smart coaches in the coaches box realize that that's the kind of player you are, and they will take advantage of it.
There you go, 2nd and 10. Hueytown. Ball snap. Again, toss to number 3, the handoff. And he meets the Patriot defense there. About 3-4 guys in on that one.
Yeah, Tyson Coleman's having a series right here. Him and Jalen Smith, Bryson Brooks, just overwhelming that offensive line.
Well, I think you're seeing, they missed Jalen Smith last week. Yes. Now we got a Hueytown player down.
Yeah.
I think he kind of got rolled up on there with the tackle. He tried to get up and jog off the field, and 2:57 left to go here until halftime.
That's right. With a 22-0 score. We're going to be a minute. You want to take a break? Let's do it real quick while they take care of their player, whatever, Hueytown. For, 22-0, 2:57 left in the first half. We'll be back.
Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
For more than a century, Aldridge Borden has been more than a name in Central Alabama. We've been a trusted accounting partner to small and mid-sized businesses and nonprofits alike. At Aldridge Borden, we don't...
All right, folks, we're back. Hueytown's 3rd and 11. Legend back to pass. He's scrambling out. He's being chased, and he has got
Caleb Rhodes.
Yep. He's finding a niche in his defense. He's finding a niche coming to get the quarterback on those blitzes.
Guys, I'm excited.
He's put on a lot of good size from last year, too.
Man.
This year, which obviously, I mean, that's natural. Your sophomore to junior year,
You're going to
make a big jump.
That's right.
He's put on good size, which I think is starting to really help him, and you can see him starting to find his footing at that middle linebacker position, which is really key for this defense.
Ooh, boy. Fantastic. Love to see that. We had some questions there as far as with the linebacker core. It looks like they're answering, though, tonight. So,
And Landon and Caleb have seemed to settle into that rotation. I know there's a couple other players they're still looking at, but they've kind of found their roles a little bit.
They're going to punt it away.
Best kick of the night.
13 going to field it. The right side across the 40. To the 35, still driving. As he crosses the 30, still on his feet. And out at about the 14 14-yard line.
So
Excellent run.
That's Bryce Baker, who we talked about earlier. He was the one that caught the, what would have been a touchdown on the first play of the game, and now we got a late penalty that's probably going to go against us. But you know who he reminds me of, Phillip? Auburn fans will remember this name. He's now transferred to Texas Tech, but I got to see Malcolm Simmons when he was at Benjamin Russell. He reminds me a lot of what Malcolm Simmons looked like, returning kicks, playing the wide receiver position, having that top-end speed, and just watching him so far tonight, I mean, that's kind of who clicks into my mind very quickly.
Yeah, we spent a very cold evening up there at the Sportsplex. We got to see his senior year when we went to semifinals. Big game up there against Benjamin Russell. He was a real problem. Just slippery in and out, quick start kind of thing. I can see the comparison there for sure.
Also averaged 46 yards a punt his senior year as a punter.
He was a problem.
All right, buck 39 left in the first half here. Again, 22-0 Pike Road all over Hueytown.
This is an important drive. I mean, you're right here before halftime. We get the ball to start the second half. We got off to a really slow start. We got a minute 39 left to go. This is where Coach Stewart, Coach Clark, they want to see this offense. Can you go on a 2-minute drive here from the 30 and go stick it in the end zone and get 7 right here before halftime?
There we go.
I've got a prediction.
You got a prediction?
Yeah, not this play.
Okay. Gunner. Back to pass.
Got him.
Big time over on the right. Wide open, 14. Oh! In and out of his hands. In and out. Wide open, CJ.
You can't throw it any more perfect than what Gunner did
Beautiful
right there.
pass.
Put it right on his numbers.
Yep.
Yep.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball about the 29-yard line. Minute 38. Hand off to Quat over that right side. Puts his head down and gets a couple.
All right, here's my prediction.
All right, let's hear it, Doug.
Fuller Dean, seam route.
Fuller Dean, seam route. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Swami has spoken. He says Fuller Dean, seam route. All right.
Delayed seam route right in the middle.
All right. Gunner back. Back to pass. Scrambling out. Lets it roll down to the end zone. And intercepted.
Yeah, I think we got a penalty down, but I think it's going to be against us. And
it's a hold.
That very, very ill-advised pass there from Gunner.
Yeah, that was almost triple coverage.
That one in there. Yeah,
that was almost triple coverage. And Hueytown will take over 1st and 10.
They brought some pressure there, and we've been able to handle it most of the night, but they got up the middle, and I think it was Tommy. They got Tommy with a hold. I'll be interested to see what Hueytown does here.
Yeah.
I can tell you what they're doing. They're going to run the football and go to halftime.
You think? They're going to get cute?
I mean, look, we've talked about they've been backed up all game. I mean, I don't think they've taken a snap past their 40-yard line yet in this game.
I think you make a good point, Coach. I think you're right, yeah.
I'll get with the statistician.
They may take one shot right here because they've had a couple of opportunities getting behind us and using some broken plays, but, sometimes when it's going the way it's been going for them, you just go ahead and go to halftime, see if you can maybe reset a little bit.
There you go. Looks like Pike Road took a timeout there with a minute 3 left. First timeout's brought to you by Guild Mortgage, our friends over there, Jimmy and his team. You think we're going to you have time for a break here, Sam? Mr. Producer, let's do it. We'll be back shortly, folks.
Can feel overwhelming. At the HAR Legal Group, we make it simple. Every new client receives a free consultation and case evaluation. We'll sit down, discuss your situation, and match you with the right legal team for your specific needs. Because from day one, our top priority is to earn and keep your trust. Don't navigate it alone. Visit harlegal.com today to schedule your free consultation. That's harlegal.com.
HAR Legal, they're coming back from their commercial. Guys, I'm looking forward to the stats. We just talked about that and hearing how we've done so far in the first half.
It's a weird feeling game. I mean, Coach Bush and I were just talking about it. Like, school board shows we're dominating. Total yardage is going to show we're dominating. But even then, we've really taken advantage of some short field, some of their mistakes. And
1st and 10. Legend rolling out to his right, looking for somebody, and toss. We get it back. We'll take that back. Number 30 catch. Still on his feet, driving, going for the touchdown. Looks like he's got it. Pike Road with the interception and the touchdown, baby. Aiden Baker.
Touchdown. Number 30, Aiden Baker.
You were looking for a flag. You just got it very late in the end zone, so.
But that's got to be celebration.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to take the touchdown away.
That's what I was
But
doing.
we knew there was going to be a flag somewhere.
I mean,
at some point.
I wasn't going to say anything until I was looking at Coach Brooks, looking at the field. We were both looking at the field back where the pick was made. Was there a block in the back? Was there a PI? Anything like that?
Well, I'll tell you what you got to see right there, though. Yes, Aiden is a freshman playing safety this year. After a few of these guys graduate, he will have the ball in his hands on the offensive side of the football when he's a junior and a senior, and you got to see some of his playmaking ability. At some middle school games last year, when they needed some points or needed yardage, they just turned around and handed the ball to Aiden Baker.
Wow, so he's been a star for a little while.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's no surprise to anybody that's been around the last couple of years that he's starting as a freshman, playing as a freshman. And
you think we'll see him on the offensive side of the ball, too?
Eventually, as he gets old. Yeah. I mean, this year they've got enough weapons and all that, but he was very dynamic with the ball in his hands at middle school, and that will, you got to see it right there. So
he earned that touchdown. That wasn't just a quick, easy run-in.
And look, that's why I kind of said it surprises me that Hueytown took a chance right there. I mean, now, you're about to head into halftime down 29-0. You got an interception, had some momentum, had a chance to just take it. Hey, look, 22-0, not really where we want to be, but we're in the ball game, and now that touchdown right there puts them in a hole because we will get the ball to start the second half. We can go score a touchdown. It's going to start to really put a lot of doubt on that sideline over there for Hueytown.
Aiden Baker, folks, remember that name.
Well, it's for me, from an X's and O's standpoint. It's obvious I was a big fan of his last week, and
little low kick, no good. He got no air under that one. Score stays 28-0 with 49 seconds left. Finish your thought, Doty.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden last week had a really good game. Coach Shook even talked about it on the coach's show. He's not afraid to put his foot in the ground, come out and hit you. And the safety position, it allows you to do that. But at the same time, he made some mistakes last week in the coverage game. He was out of position a few times. There was one in particular, he left Marcelo straight on an island, And that's what you get when you play a freshman. And so to see his growth from here to there, knowing what his coverage was, undercutting the route. That was a zone coverage. He didn't have a man assignment. He diagnosed the play, undercut the route. To your point, he's a playmaker with, he's good with the ball in the air. And so, not everybody's good with the ball in the air.
I guess it was on Hueytown.
Yeah, it was on Hueytown. That's what I was wondering why it was a forcing kickoff.
Wow, okay. Pike Road's going to kick off from the 45-yard line.
This will be interesting to see what Coach Shook decides to do here. I mean, do we just put it in the end zone, or do we?
I'll put it through the uprights just to see if he can do it. Yeah.
And
it's close.
Just short. Either way,
I was interested to see if we maybe try to sky kick it inside the 10 and then, back them up inside the 20 and see if they would maybe make another mistake on offense. Got to think that Hueytown's going to come out right here and just run the football and go to halftime. I mean, I don't know that they'll give their freshmen another opportunity to make a mistake here before halftime.
Look what happened on that last drive there. Absolutely. 47 seconds left. Again, Pike Road on top, 28-0. Coming up, the Pike Road Science and Graphics halftime report. We'll have the guys come back here, and myself will chop it up a little bit and find out stats, kind of get what they thought here in the first half and what they expect to see in the second half. Not to mention your Pike Road Patriot Marching Band coming up. Here we go, Hueytown. Looks like they're going to back to pass. Okay. And ball caught at about the 49-yard line. Almost at 51.
Look, the result ended up being good for them, but the risk was a lot. And unfortunately, we got Trent Thompson down back here behind the play.
Okay.
Backup defensive lineman.
Everybody running out to Trent.
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
It's Hueytown football. 1st and 10 from the Patriots 47.
All right, 1st and 10. Hueytown, legend up. He's going to scramble, try to get something. Looking for the first down. He's just shy, I think.
Yeah, there we get him.
And a late hit. See some flags in there.
Tyson Coleman got a little late push there.
Yeah. And some scuffle on the sideline.
I'll take credit to our coaches right here. They did a great job of seeing what was going on over there, and our coaches are all lined up, keeping our kids on the sideline to make sure nobody leaves the sideline and anything escalates.
Yeah, that could get out of hand real quick.
Well, that suspension's just waiting to happen.
Yeah,
that's right.
And so, you could tell that that's something we had talked about. I mean, you could look at the sea of red right here, immediately pulling that out. Obviously, there was a late hit. Tyson pushed him late. They took offense to it. That's just, it's some of the nature of the game, those kind of things that you don't want it to happen.
There are flags on the play.
Well, that's a big play, too, because now we put Hueytown with the ball at the 25, 24.3 seconds left. They have a timeout. This gives them a chance to kind of get that touchdown back, and we've left 5 points on the board here in the first half with 2 missed extra points and a missed field goal.
Personal foul.
And this is where some, games all of a sudden get tight later, where you've had opportunities to pull away from a team here in the first half.
Yep. Looks like about they'll start their drive about the 41-yard line, or no, more than that. At the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Hueytown with 24.3 on the clock, and no score from them yet.
One point I was making earlier, though, this is one of those halves where you're up 20-0. You like the fact of the score, but you hate how you got there. So there's going to be a lot of coaching conversation.
This legend back to pass, gets away from that defense, and throws it away.
Borderline grounding.
Well, he had a receiver in the area that he threw it over his head. So, but I will say that's a very mature play from the freshman quarterback, because there's a lot of young guys that would try to force something right there and get tackled in bounds, and the clock keeps running. Instead, saw he had nothing, throws the ball away. They keep their timeout, and now 2nd down and 10 with 20 seconds left on the clock until halftime.
Here we go.
This is where you see Jalen and Bryson just pin their ears back and come get him.
Let's see it. And let's see there. He's scrambling out, trying to find somebody for the end zone. And nope, he's out. He stepped out of the back of the end zone. No touchdown. 11.4 on the clock.
He did good to catch that football right there. Wow.
He had a safety right in his face.
Bryson Brooks was held that time as well with no call, and so things kind of even out there for us.
I don't know what the grades their line are. They've got a decent-sized line, but I will call your attention to the top of the screen. Number one, you kind of watch this play. He has been physically abusing number 50. He's not tricking him with anything. He's not spin moves or anything like that. It's just, Jalen is a very violent individual on the football field.
3 receivers bunched up to the right there, and a flag.
It's going to be offsides against Pike Road.
Yep, marching it forward, another 5 yards.
For the Jalen.
Offside is called against Pike Road.
Brings up 1st and 5.
3rd and 5, Hueytown.
11 seconds left.
3rd, it's like, look at the clock now, or look at the scoreboard now. 3rd, they saying 3rd and 5? Who took a timeout?
I wouldn't be surprised if you see Coach Hodge dial something up right here. Caleb Rhodes, something of a twist on the inside. Not an all-out pressure where Legend can get out of the pocket, but something where he can just kind of confuse him a little bit. There's a little adversity right before the half, and you hate the mistakes that got you here, but you don't hate the situation for what it can do for your team down the road when you're preparing for some of those region games.
Yeah, but they're more so going to be upset with how they've gotten to this point. The penalties and then the giving up the deep ball in the first play and, kind of giving them some momentum where, we talked about earlier, they had not crossed their own 40 until this drive, and now all of a sudden they've got some momentum, and if they can stick it in here before halftime, it's a 21-point game. You come out, go 3 and out on offense, they get the ball back, you got a football game on your hands.
Yep. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Hueytown, Legend back to pass. He's looking for somebody. Jumps up in the pocket, trying to find it. He's going to run it himself. Stays on his feet. And no, sir. He's going to be short. They picked up the first down, but short of the touchdown.
They got
with 2 seconds left.
They got the timeout call, so it'll be 1st and goal, 2 seconds.
Yeah, and they're not going to kick a field goal.
No, they're not.
No, why would they?
They're going to go for the touchdown here from the 6-yard line. You kind of have to. I mean, a field goal does nothing for you,
of course,
in this game. You're down 4 possessions. Field goal keeps you down 4 possessions. So you got to go for a touchdown right here from Hueytown.
Well, one of the things I like to do in pregame is, I'll go down the field and watch the other team a little bit warming up and just to get an eye on some of the players I've heard about, I've seen on tape, something like that. I also like to look at the special teams. I say this with all respect, they're not kicking a field goal right now.
Well, we've seen the punts.
Yes,
so
exactly.
far, so.
Yeah, that punt game is interesting. And I'll use that word loosely. Interesting. Again, coming up, your Pike Road Patriot Marching Band will play at the half here for the Pike Road Science and Graphics Halftime Report, where Coach and Doty are going to let us know what they thought of the first half and tell us about what's going to happen in the second. All right, Legend calls for it. Rolling out to his right. Quick toss, caught, and no, he's short, and that'll take care of the first half. It stays at 28-0 here as we're headed to halftime.
I don't get that play call.
I don't either. They were trying to get something out quick. Marcellus diagnosed it good. We played up basically a safe prevent zone right at defense. Everybody's foot on the goal line.
What I don't get about it is you just saw your quarterback run around and use his athleticism. I mean, I don't see why you don't give him a chance to do that and possibly get a broken play. Look, we'll take it, obviously, but I don't get that.
I've always thought when you got one play to score, the clock's the ball cannot land in the field of play. It has to land in the end zone.
I agree.
All right, guys, here we go. 2026 Pike Road Patriot Marching Band Halftime Show presents a space-themed show titled The Planets, which features music from Richard Strauss, also Sprach Zarathustra, if I pronounce that right, Mr. Benson, Dr. Benson, which translates from German to Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Okay, the music can also be found in the 1968 film, one of my favorites, 2001: A Space Odyssey. The show then ventures into exploring the planets by featuring music from Gustav Holst. The Planets is originally a 7-movement orchestral suite designated to highlight astrological and psychological characteristics of the actual planets in our solar system as understood by Gustav Holst. Okay, the music was originally composed between 1914 1917, and this music was the inspiration for John Williams to compose the music for the Star Wars movies, which is pretty cool, directed by you-know-who, George Lucas. The Pike Road Patriot Marching Band will highlight Mars, the bringer of war. That's one of my favorites in the whole suite. Jupiter, the bringer of jollity. Mercury, the winged messenger. It features the percussion section with other planets making a brief impact within the show. Now, the show will be performed with installments throughout the year. You know, they're working on it and getting different things installed. The show and musicality are both very demanding for their performers, okay? The students have done a fantastic job learning the music and pushing through the Alabama heat to learn the musical passages and drill design. Their arranger, Justin Williams, did a fantastic job arranging the score from Richard Strauss, Gustav Holst, and making the orchestration with Dr. Benson having composed the drumline music. He's a drummer, folks. Anyway, the director of bands is Dr. Benson. Assistant director, Scott Stanton, Peyton Flowers. Color guard sponsor, Abby Flowers. Major ed sponsor, Crystal Farley. Percussion instructor, Mr. Josh Spivey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pike Road Patriot Marching Band. Let's go.
Saturday, March 13th, 2027. So be on the lookout for Pike Road Patriot fundraisers and feel free to make a donation or sponsor a student today. And at this time, we want to thank our current sponsors. At the platinum level, we have Wayne's Pest Control. At the red level, we have Pond and Lake Services, Emily Blossom Realty, Jackson and Scott LLC, Dogwood Media, The Shops at East Chase, McDonald's of Pike Road, and Acre Z Services LLC. At the white level, we have Firehouse Subs at Mary's Corner of Pike Road, and on with the show. Drumming, Taylor Johnson, Stephen Lewis, and Annie Kate DeMont. Is your band ready to take the field or entertain? You may now take the field. The Planets, featuring music from Richard Strauss, also from Jarvis Strauss, and music from Gustav Holst, featuring Mars, the bringer of war, Jupiter, the bringer of jolly, and Mercury, the weak messenger. And tonight, we want to show you our closer, a little preview of this year's season. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the music of our choice. for the Pike Road Class Song. Major X sponsor, Christian Farley. The color guard sponsor is Abby Flower. The percussion instructor is Joshua Spivey. The brass tech is Keith Bland. Additional staff include Owen McGinnis and Michael Hargrove. We hope you enjoyed tonight's performance. And as always, go Patriots!
Built your organization to make an impact, but managing your marketing shouldn't take you away from your mission. Since 2019, Dogwood has grown into a full-service team delivering marketing strategy, web development, and design. We partner with nonprofits, schools, medical practices, businesses, and government teams to drive real growth. Focus on what you do best and leave the rest to us. Start your partnership today at dogwd.com. That's dogwd.com.
You're ready for victory, but a sports injury has you sidelined. Plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now. Immediate access to orthopedic care.
Prattville and Pike Road Pediatric Dentistry and Family Orthodontics, we've been creating confident smiles for over 45 years. From your child's first visit to braces and beyond, our board-certified team is here with expert care and a kid-friendly touch that makes every visit something to smile about. Experience what sets us apart, where families feel at home and healthy smiles last a lifetime. Schedule your appointment today at smilesfromus.com.
We believe every student deserves the chance to excel on the field, on the stage, and in the studio. The Pike Road Patriot Fund exists to make that possible, providing essential funding for arts and athletics at Pike Road schools. Led by a dedicated board and powered by your support, the Patriot Fund is making a real difference. Learn more at prpatriotfund.com.
Watermark Builders. A home is more than bricks and mortar. It's the heart of family, trust, and lasting memories. For over 2 decades, we've crafted quality homes across Alabama, designed with honesty, meticulous care, and foundations built to last. Choose from one of our existing floor plans or bring your own. We will help you from design to finish. We guide you every step of the way. Ready to build on your lot? Contact Watermark Builders today for a free design consultation and see how easy we can make building your dream together.
It's almost to the point. No, I'm good. Thank you. You know what I mean? You might as well be offside. Yeah, exactly. You might as well be watching. I'll be in that. We love nights like tonight. Windows open. Feels good. Yep. Same here. You gotta get to the action of the guys. All right. We'll go back down. I'm glad you guys are back doing it. Thank you. Hey, look, thanks for throwing my name in the hat. Oh, happy to. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm your first backup call. Hey, I don't have anything on the horizon now. Look, I'm going to see fish. No, really has no idea. Yeah. See, he is. Ready? Are we back? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pike Road Science and Graphics Halftime Report. As promised, gentlemen, did you get your hands on any stat sheets, or is that something you're just kind of turning your head on right now? And you don't want to talk. If you don't want to talk about it, we'll just go theoretical here.
Do I have to talk about it?
Uh-oh. Here we go, folks. Let's hear it, Doty.
I mean, first off, we were talking about it just about a minute ago. Like, hey, let's jump on and let's recap that first half. It really is us capitalizing on their mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the stats, I said before the half it wouldn't be good. It's really not good.
Yep.
Gunners 1 of 8 for 3 yards. Now, he had touchdown dropped. He had touchdown called back.
Sure.
Had 2 touchdowns called back. CJ had a touchdown too. TJ dropped 1. So it's not all his fault.
No, I get it.
But we haven't been efficient in the passing game. And that's going to come to another stat. We 18 carries, 198 yards and 3 touchdowns. The run game has been fine, except for, once again, we're going to get to this other stat here in just a second. Mm-hmm. And that last stat is penalties. Hueytown has 8 for 65.
Okay.
Pike Road has 12 for 140.
Oh, my word. Okay, we're not going to dwell on that. I'm not going to wince too bad. What do you got, Coach?
It's back-to-back games. We can talk about Enterprise.
It's not just back-to-back games, back-to-back halves. Because, really, if you go back and look, the first half last week was kind of clean by us. Mm-hmm. I think we had 16 total on the game last week. 14 were in the second half, from what I was told this week. So, that's now 26 penalties in the last 2 halves of football. And Look, in a game like this, sometimes as a coach, you're looking for stuff to be able to harp on. That's going to be something that our coaches will be able to harp on and talk about really from now the last 2 weeks. And because that type of thing will catch up to you when a team can make you pay for it. Hueytown's just not – they can't make us pay for it right now. They had the drive there at the end of the half, but outside of that, they've really struggled offensively.
Guys, how do you coach to that? How do you coach cleaning the penalties up? What do you tell your team?
Well, the thing – we see practice all the time. Our coaches do coach that up. You know, but it's kind of up to the players to go out and actually execute and not get penalties, not get late penalties like we've had. I would bet almost half of our penalties are unsportsmanlike conduct penalties and personal foul penalties out of those 12. So it's not like we're getting holding calls or misalignment calls or false starts and that type of stuff. It's stuff that we can kind of control that our players are going to have to, as the year goes on, mature enough to not get those type of penalties in situations we've got.
A lot of the penalties are effort penalties, which is hard. You and I both know as coaches, we look at a player on the field and he's giving me no effort. I really can't do anything with that. Like I can't. Like I can only, as a coach, I can only get out what you put in.
I can only get out what you put in. That's interesting.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I know we talk about it all the time on that field right over there.
Sure.
Like, how much do you want it? Like, if you're not playing, do you have enough drive to put forth the effort to earn your playing time, those kind of things. And so it's hard to coach effort. A lot of the penalties are not execution penalties. It's not like we're lining up in bad formation. It's not like it's after we talked about it in the first half. We have a very physically gifted offensive line. They like contact. They like physicality. They want to. Vince likes to bounce bodies off the ground. I mean, that's what he likes to do. That's his thing.
So does King.
Yeah, Tommy as well. I mean, and they like to do that. And so that's just part of the game, and you got to learn. I've said this a couple of different times throughout the broadcast years. Saban always had this quote. He wants people to play with emotion, not play emotional. And sometimes our players, they're still maturing physically and emotionally when you got a team that's down and maybe not disciplined and they're running them out a little bit. It's easy for me to go that extra mile and shove out of bounds like we saw over there a minute ago that almost cost us a touchdown.
Emotionless murder ball. I got to quote one of the guys from Alabama. That was a quote that was said, and that comes from Saban. Yeah, I get it.
We miss those days. Joyless murder ball.
That's what it is. Joyless murder ball. That's what it was. There we go.
Well, you're not going to play your best game every game. And when you're coming off of the physical type of game that we had to play a week ago, the emotional type of game that you had to play a week ago, it was a lot easier, like back when Phillip was playing, to hide scores from kids. And, if they didn't show the scoreboard on the film, you maybe didn't know what the score was the week. Our kids know that Hueytown got beat 60-18.
Sure.
And our coaches are hoping our kids are mature enough to not look at that, not let that affect how you play and all that type of stuff. But I do kind of feel like early in this game, we just weren't executing things the right way. And I don't know that I saw the same intensity that we saw early a week ago. But good teams find a way to flip the switch and get things going. And in the second quarter, you saw this team do that and start to pull away. And you're going to have bad games. You're going to have games where you don't play your best. I mean, we've had, as good as our teams have been the last couple of years, was it last year or 2 years ago where we got up like 31-0 on Percy Julian, and next thing you know, it was like 36-31.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So things just happen sometimes, and this is kind of one of those games where we're not really playing our best here tonight. But we're spoiled here at Pike Road because we're up 28-0 and we're complaining about how the game. But it's also because we know what this team and what this program is capable of.
That's right.
Our coaches know that, and it's about trying to you're trying to get to perfection. I know what our motto is. Connection over perfection, but you are striving for perfection all the time, and our coaches want to see our team play a clean game and execute and play up to their ability every single time.
That's right.
Yeah, and as coaches, a lot of times when you're in a game that's a little bit of a blowout like this, like you want to find the moments where you can still coach your team.
Yeah.
Like you almost don't want your team to play perfect because you still want to be able to yell at them a little bit and say, hey, this didn't go right, this didn't go right, this didn't go right. I would be willing to say, though, that half of football we just played is not one that fits that definition, because
there's plenty.
There was not a lot of clean football. There was not a lot of mistake-free football. There was a lot of things that we were gifted and we took advantage of some of those moments, and that is what good teams do. But at the same time, when we were given opportunities to execute drives, to get stops, to not commit penalties, we just didn't do those things. And so I think we're a little lucky that we're here at game 2. We're still making those kind of things. I mean, you and I were watching the Division Russell Vestavia game a little bit during the halftime. You actually have it on right now.
I was hoping I see that. I was hoping we were going to talk about that here.
Yeah, but then also you look down and you see, that team in maroon we're going to have to play. And you made the comment, that's a big offensive line.
Yeah.
And so
they're going to be coached well the way that we are and stuff.
And get these things worked out before we get to that is a good thing. That's the point I was making.
Well, and we saw what Wetumpka's doing to Tallahassee tonight after a week. I mean, they hadn't given up a point yet this season. So, all of a sudden now Wetumpka kind of rises on your radar a little bit too as a threat. They do. And they come in a really bad time on our schedule the week after we play Benjamin Russell. It almost works out that Ben Russell game is now on a Thursday where you get an extra day of rest and an extra day to kind of get over the physicality of that game to then get ready for Wetumpka. And that's where our season is going to be made. And that's where you're building up to. And that's why, us two as coaches, we're going to the same thing that our coaches are going to do. You're going to find the negatives because you know that there's going to come to point in the season.
Coachable moments.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're going to have to play well and play clean.
All right, folks, we're getting ready to get started with the second half here.
Look, if you guys haven't been out to this place, man, on a Friday night, I mean, it's popping.
It is, and it's the last season for us, Tony, right?
Yeah.
This is it before we go to the big school, right?
When we go to the big house, it's going to get even more. The sound system's bigger, the video board's bigger, the stadium's bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's bigger, and it's just going to get even bigger. I mean, we have a really good culture here of winning football. We also have a good culture here of great environments.
Yep, and the community is super plugged in, man. Everybody shows up. Everybody wants to be here to cheer on their team. So, speaking of cheer on their team, they're doing it right now as we get ready to receive the ball here to start the second half. Here we go. Ball's in the air.
Will Ballard.
There you go. Will's going to go ahead and field it. Looking for a crease. You guys said if he gets loose, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. And whenever it happens, it will happen at some point this year. You're going to look at me, Coach Brooks, and go, okay.
Good night.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
I see it.
I can't wait. Looks like they're going to get started about, the 26, 27-yard line. Gunnar Gibbs takes the field. Of course, Mr. Robinson right behind him. Got a receiver up to the top, 2 down on the right. Number 13 back in motion.
I wonder if you see us take a shot first play again.
Let's see. Right now. Ball snap. Handoff to up the middle. He's on his feet. Breaks through. Looks like he just picks up the first down.
I think one of the biggest things, Philip and me, and you've kind of talked about it. I think our coaches knew coming in tonight, if we want to just line up and run this thing up the middle, we can.
Yeah.
But they're wanting to see, can this offense do some other things and develop some other things besides just doing that, because there will come a time where you're going to have to do something besides that.
That's right. Q again, the ball runner. Picks up at about 5, maybe 6.
So one change I will note, you'll see on the field now. I mean, we always talk about Fuller and how good a job he does with some of that. 87.
Yeah, Sam Hall.
87, Sam Hall.
Sam Hall. 2nd and 5. Gunner, of course, with the boom. And, I thought he had number 14 on the run there with that little slant.
Yeah. Going back to the Sam Hall.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sam Hall, talk about him, man.
So, last week, he was not wearing 87. He wore 51 last week. Started at center and held his own and anchored an offensive line when they needed him to do that. So you can see the body change he's had over the last year. So now you got a former center in that sniffer role who knows how to block.
3rd and 5 handoff to Q. Got a hold of his shoulder, dropped him. Maybe lost a yard or 2.
Robinson, again, the ball carrier for Pike Road. No gain on the play.
Brings up about 4th and 5. Patriots going to go ahead and kick this one away.
That brings up 4th down.
Guys, what'd you like about the drive? Anything?
The first play.
How about it?
Yeah. I didn't have a good angle on the throw from Gunner to see, was it a drop? Or was it?
It looked like he put it there, but
I thought it was too.
We can't tell from where we're at.
All right, 4th and 5. We get ready to kick this one away. And ball's up. Good kick. It's going to take a really good Pike Road bounce there. Oh.
That's your question.
Could have been about the 20-yard line. Or Hueytown will take over. Coach, what you got?
Well, I mean, still, it's, close to a 40-yard kick right there. It's 38-yard punt there by Warren. And, I mean, we talked about we hadn't had that a lot over the last couple of years. It's been kind of one of the things that's hurt us.
Sure.
And Warren Taylor is just continuing to get better and better and better. I watched him punting at halftime, and, I mean, he was punting them from our sideline and was landing them over in the white on the other sideline. It's 53 yards. So his legs starting to get better and better, and he's getting more comfortable, and he's going to be a weapon for the special teams as the season goes on.
Absolutely. All right, legend back. He's going to pass it. Going to scramble out to his right, see if he can find something there, and lets it go. Toss to number 1. Picks up a little first down there.
Yeah, Landon gave him a pop. He let go of it. I thought they might get him for a late hit.
Yeah.
But he got him good.
1st and 10.
Our coaches were a little concerned about him outside of the pocket.
Really?
That was their biggest concern.
Yep.
Is him making busted plays, and that's where he's hurt us so far tonight.
And handoff. Trying to find something up the middle. No way.
Yeah, Landon again there.
Landon again. I'm excited about Landon, y'all. Can I just say that? He gets me fired up. I say this about every player, but I need a Landon jersey, man. Landon Herring, come on, man. If you hear me talking, hook me up. Double X.
I love his mama. His mama's in my grow group, and
oh yeah,
yeah.
You know the family? Yep.
You'll hear her from the stands every now and then.
Yep. Oh, playing it dead, blowing it dead.
She's one of those mamas.
Yeah, I like those mamas. I like the ones that get fired up. Yeah.
Love Miss Becky.
Miss Becky. We're going to get a shout out to Miss. I'm sure she's here, but we'll give her a shout out anyway.
She already texted me during halftime. She wanted to know how many penalties we had. She was concerned about that.
Okay.
That's one thing I love about our fans too. Our fans are knowledgeable of the game.
They were even giving out the cards with the roster on it because people want to know who's playing. So I love that they're invested in wanting to know who these young men are. Right? And what's going on here? That's the second one. All right.
False start.
That goes probably about 3rd and 19 or 2nd and 19.
I mean, we talk about it so far a little bit. I mean, one of the bright spots of the game has been number 1, Jalen Smith. He is a game wrecker.
Game wrecker, that's right.
And we missed him last week. And so when you get in these 2nd and 18, 3rd and 15 situations, you know where he's coming from. And so maybe you try to get a little head start and get your hand out of the ground so you can deal with the game wrecker.
Yeah, deal with the game wrecker. 2nd and 18, here we go. Legend back to pass. Speaking of number 1, here he's chasing him down. And toss up to 10 was wide open there in the flat and couldn't quite put it on the money there.
Yeah, I think Zevin slipped a little bit on his coverage.
Yeah.
Well, he slipped, and the receiver was running in, and when he saw the quarterback scramble out towards our sideline, the receiver cut back, and that kind of created the separation right there. And not a bad throw, just led him a little bit too much. But
yeah,
sure.
And that's a great point, Coach, because what's so dangerous about these quarterbacks like this kid is when the play breaks down, everything breaks down. The play breaks down, the coverages break down. Everybody's taught to do certain things, and it's not what you've been taught to cover.
8:59, 3rd and 18 here.
Yeah, they got quads to the left side here.
Yep, he's back. Oh, no, it ain't going to do him no good. A whole lot of Pike Road guys want to have a word with him about 5 yards back.
Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
Number 1, Jalen Smith.
Yeah. Boy, that Pike Road defense.
Well, I'll tell you about Jalen.
Talk to us.
The thing that I've noticed, coming up here, there's some Sundays that I come and cut grass and things like that in the fall and even in the spring. I'll be sitting there cutting grass. Next thing you know, I'll look over here.
Grass, Coach?
Yeah.
My man, I love it.
Next thing you know, I'll look over here, and Jalen Smith's right down here working on pass rush reps and doing things, on his own and where nobody really sees that, and that's why he is as good as he is playing the defensive line position.
Yeah. But it looked like they went after that one. Short little kick here. They get a hand in on it, Doty?
No, they go after every one of them.
Yeah. We got to take a minute. Want to take a break? Let's do it. Hey, look, let's take a break. We'll be right back here with, let's get a time check. 8:09 on the clock, 28-0. Pike Road Patriots are up. We'll be back.
For victory, but a sports injury has you sidelined. Plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now.
Quat in the game. He picked up a couple. Let me tell you, he's another kid who's impressive. He took that hit and he kept driving. He does not miss leg day, gentlemen. You can tell.
Running backs run hard. I do want to go back to the Jalen point you were making, Coach Brooks.
Yeah.
That's not nothing new around here. That's a culture thing. So you go all the way back to Curtis Perry, Jalen Jared Buki, Malik Blockton, those guys.
Gunner back to pass. He's going to run it, tuck it away. He's on his feet. He's going to go ahead and dive for it, pick up the first down, and then 1, 2, 3 more yards. We'll take it. 1st and 10, Patriots. And looks like Hueytown's got a guy down here.
They got 2 guys down.
2 guys down? Looks like they're getting them up pretty quick here.
Going back to that point I was making about Jalen.
Yeah.
You know, it's not uncommon for me to come up here, like you said, to throw bullpens, throw cages, cut the field, do some tough baseball work that we do during the summer, and you see these defensive linemen. You know, I remember coming up here for years and watching, you know, a young Malik Blockton over here abusing this goalpost. You know, and that's one of the things that you use. They use the padding on the goalpost as a rush drill and those kind of things. And so that's a culture thing around here.
Gunner back, pass looking for all of it in the end zone, and caught!
What's the flag?
I'm seeing a flag. That's a touchdown, but let's see what's going on with the flag here.
That's going to be pass interference.
PI?
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to go ahead and decline that.
Is that the only flag?
Yeah. Well, that's Marquette Allen again. He had a big week last week and comes up with a big catch there while getting a hand on him before the ball landed.
Let's see what we got here. PI, pass interference. Declined. Touchdown. Pike Road.
Okay, great adjustment there by MJ. You know, adjusting to the ball. Gunner knew where to go with the football. Knew he had a good matchup over there and put it up. And great adjustment by MJ in the air.
All right, Cam, let's see what you got, boss.
No, we had 3 passing yards at halftime, and we just got a lot more than 3.
We just picked up some more, didn't we, Coach? Yep. I'd like to see Gunner really explode here in the second half. Let's see what we got. 7:24, 34-0. We'll see. Come on, Cam. And it's good. Makes it 35-0. Pike Road Patriots on top. 7:24 left in the third quarter. We will be right back. Let's take a break.
For victory, but a sports injury has you sidelined. Plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now. Immediate access to orthopedic care.
Some scores from around the area.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Prattville beating Stanhope in the fourth quarter right now, 61-7.
Oh, my. It's a shellacking.
I'll tell you, Prattville's really, really good this year.
Yep.
We jumped up 28-10, so they finally gave up some points. But winning handily over there. The Indians continuing to show they're a team we're going to have to watch for.
Fantastic kick. Wow. Excellent kick by Cam.
They enforced the PI, and they just.
Yep.
Coach Shook's like, I don't want to return, so kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, but he did.
Daphne beating Carver right now, 14-7. Montgomery Academy. That game is at Daphne.
Okay.
Montgomery Academy beating Montgomery Catholic, 32-10.
Okay.
Auburn High beating Choctawhatchee out of Florida.
Okay.
Fort Walton Beach area.
Yeah,
Fort Walton Beach.
28-14. Marbury beating Chilton County 21-0.
All right. 1st and 10. Hueytown out, does the pitch out to the running back, number 3, trying to find something there, and all he finds is a bunch of blue jerseys, gentlemen.
Great job there by Zevin Boyd. He had outside contain. His job is to not let the guy get outside of his outside shoulder. And that's so hard to do when you're on an island out there because you want to go make the tackle, but sometimes by doing that, you give up outside contain. He didn't do that. He kept his shoulder square to the sideline, didn't give up outside contain, knew he had help from the inside. Caleb Rhodes comes over, cleans it up. Great job there by Zevin.
Excellent strategy. All right, 2nd and 7. Ball snap, quick handoff again, number 3 off the right side. He hit more blue jerseys, gentlemen. Number 1 in on that one.
Yeah, and I think Bryson was there too, was that not? T.O. was right there, 1.
Whole lot of blue jerseys.
Yeah, Bryson was there.
3rd and 7. Ball to the 24, 6:25 on the clock, clock running. All right. Oh, looks like they pulled us off. Unless, did the offense move, Coach? Did you guys see this?
I just didn't see us jump. I mean, it like we moved, but we didn't come across the ball.
Aha.
35-0 game. You're going to see a couple of new faces in the game. You got Trevor Surfield in at linebacker.
Cool.
Looks like Landon may have the night off from here on out. Darius Johnson's in at safety. You got Stratton Harrell in at nose guard. So you're going to see some new faces. Get some more guys some reps.
Just under 6 minutes here. 35-0, like Doty just said. Here we go. 3rd and 2 for the Golden Gophers. Ball snap. Hand off to number 3 like it always is, but Pike Road says, nah, come on back with it.
Yeah, Trent Thompson's right there. Jalen.
Suffocating.
Surfield. Stratton. Just a whole gang tackling going on. Is he timeout?
Yep. And, of course, timeouts brought to you by Guild Mortgage. Jimmy and those folks over there. Want to go ahead and take a timeout? Take a break. We'll be right back. Shannon's on the controls. Take us.
Built your organization to make an impact, but managing your marketing shouldn't take you away from your mission. Since 2019, Dogwood has grown into a full-service team delivering marketing strategy, web development, and design. We partner with nonprofits, schools, medical practices, businesses, and government teams to drive real growth. Focus on what you do best and leave the rest to us. Start your partnership today at dogwd.com. That's dogwd.com.
Welcome back, folks. Quick reminder, Coach's Show this week is going to be on Tuesday night. Doty and myself going to be breaking it down. We'll have the Offensive Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week. We will have, as our special guest, a Patriot Spotlight, as you like to call it, Doty. That'll be the cheerleaders coming in this week. Super celebrated program. Lots of success for those girls. And I'm looking forward to getting in and just kind of picking their brains and bragging on them a little bit. So cool stuff. That will be, of course, at Mellow Mushroom Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. Show up, y'all. Come have some pizza and hang out with us. Let's do it. Gonna punt it away. That's one of the better punts we've seen from this young man tonight. Look good. We'll field it about the 40. We'll take it right there.
The Hueytown punt is received at the 40-yard line by number 13, Bryce Baker. And that's where Pike Road will take over. 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think you'll start seeing a few new faces on this side of the ball as well, too.
Good to get the 2s and the 3s in a little bit.
Chandler Boyd's in. Will Ballard's in. Capers is in.
Yep, good to see Capers in there. Receivers at the top. One at the top, one at the bottom of your screen. Got a receiver back into the slot here. And then again, the upper part of your screen here. Capers out to the right. Man in motion, number 13. Pitches over to him. Looking for a crease, trying to find it on the edge there. And he finds it.
See ya.
To the 40. He's gone. 20, 10. That's a touchdown, number 13. Pike Road Patriots. Hello, folks. Woo!
Number 13, Bryce Baker.
That's electric.
With a 60-yard touchdown.
Who'd you compare him to earlier?
His first of the season.
Malcolm Simmons?
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons, yeah.
That's Bryce Baker, folks.
I thought we were going to get a penalty there. Tavares Capers just bounced the kid off the ground.
Yeah.
I mean,
can we get a replay on that? I'd love to see it.
It's too far back. But him and the kid were pushing and shoving. And play was still going on, but he put him down. Great turn. I mean, Sam Hall setting the edge there. Will Ballard getting a block on the outside, and just Baker turning it upfield and turning on the Jets.
And looks like that kick is good. Going to make it 42-0 as your Pike Road Patriots are blanking the Hueytown Golden Gophers. And that touchdown, of course, brought to you by Mullinex. We appreciate all they do for the program and their support here. Miss Shannon, our producer, you want to take us to a break? Let's do it. We'll be back with a 41. It says 41-0 on the scoreboard. 5 minutes, 7 seconds left. We'll be back. Here we go.
From small projects to full landscaping overhauls, Froggy Bottom does it all. We'll plan your dream yard down to every detail, making sure it looks perfect. Need materials? We've got gravel, soil, mulch, and more. When the job is done, our dumpsters seal the deal. Froggy Bottom, your one-stop shop for landscaping done right.
Hey, folks, welcome back. We got Sweet Home Alabama kicking in the background. Nothing like Friday nights. Sweet Home Alabama jamming in the speakers. We're up 42-0 with 5-7 left here in the third quarter. Football is back, y'all. Here we go. Excellent kick. Oh! Number 1 tries to grab it, bounces off his shoulder. He's looking for a crease himself. Stays on his feet out to about the 22-yard line.
Number 1, Elijah Giles returns to kickoff 23 yards.
Got a man down. Who do we got?
I think that's Darius Johnson, unfortunately.
Okay.
Has been first down on a lot of kick coverages.
I think he got rolled up on in the backside.
Let's go ahead and take a break while they help him out. We'll be right back, folks.
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
Patriot Nation, we're back after that quick break. Darrell Bedian back up on his feet there. Looks like he's fine. Just dinged up a little bit. Here we go. Number 2, back to pass again, and thrown a little bit low into some coverage there. Could have been a pick. Either way, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Could have been a pick if it was caught. He was taking that to the house, too.
Yep.
Marcellus took a chance there, undercut the route. I think he got a hand on it.
2nd and 10 from the Golden Gopher 24-yard line.
All right, 2nd and 10. Golden Gophers trying to find something with a 42-0 score here. Again, 4:42 left in the third. Receivers down 3 to the left, 1 up top of your screen on the right. Looking to his left, number 1, and no, sir.
Zevin Boyd.
Yeah, Cam Haygood came off the line quick right there and forced him to get rid of that pass very quickly right there. And they really think Cam's only a sophomore. You see how big he is at number 35 down there. They think he's got a chance to be a really, really elite pass rusher as he continues to develop over the next couple of years.
Yeah, man. Excited about Zevin Boyd, too, man. Freshman, right?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? Sheesh. My word. Definitely some football IQ there. High football IQ and some skills. Here we go. Ball snap. 2, look, he finds a big crease. He's going to go for it himself. Got up a sideline. I see some laundry on the field.
Yeah, late flag.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like Tay Brooks has come in as well at one of the linebacker positions, number 15. He's listed as a wide receiver, and I know he's a guy that they have looked at wide receiver and think can be a player there. Interesting to see him out on defense right now.
Yeah, I was asking some questions about him on the field earlier. I don't believe he dressed last week. He's a new kid to the program. And the reason I asked questions about him on the field earlier was because he walks out, he's 6'2", 200. And there's not a lot of guys that look me almost in the eye on the field. And,
big fella.
And then there he is. So he can be a matchup guy.
All right, that marched the Golden Gophers back to about 3rd and 20 here. Ball on the 14-yard line, 3:40 clock running. Back to pass, everybody going out. Scrambles out to his right, trying to find someone. Got number 1 open in the flat. Finds him, short of the first down.
That's a big hit by Tay Brooks.
Yeah.
Kind of got put there in a no man's land with a little flood concept over there. Had to pick a man, and this is where the quarterback hurts you. We talk about him getting out, and you got a lot of young players on the field right now.
It was a 16-yard.
I think that whole series, the only senior on the field was Darius Johnson.
Again, the Golden Gophers trying to get something going here. Clock running at 3:18. Punting it away. We'll take it. Guess who's got it around that right side? On his feet. Down about the 28-yard line.
Torres' punt received by number 13, Bryce Baker.
Bryce Baker. We've said his name a lot tonight, guys.
No, we have. I mean, his speed is a difference maker, and you can't go back and change it. But, what you're seeing tonight is if Jalen Smith had been able to play, King Green had been able to play, Bryce Baker had been able to play last week, I think the result of that game is a lot different. And even without those guys, we lost by 2 with a lot of things going against us last week.
Amen to that.
But there's a lot of things to be excited about with this football team. And, we continue to name guys who are, juniors and sophomores, and it's going to be a lot of familiar faces that'll come back next year as well.
Oh, it's still 21, still in the carry there.
Hard. He runs hard.
Doesn't he run hard? He's a smaller frame, but let me tell you, this guy does not go down.
Well, the running back position is a position where you can be shorter from a height standpoint, but he's very put together. Quat's legs are big, and like you said, he runs hard, and then sometimes being shorter helps with some of that balance and things like that with bouncing off the tackle.
That lower center of gravity. Gunner back to pass, catches quick, number 16.
Exploit.
Yeah, I think he got a hand on it.
Yeah. And pass caught. I don't think it really got much, though.
I think he got knocked down. Got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Darius Russell on the coverage for Hueytown.
A lot of shuffling around of the offensive line right now. You got King is in there still. Jacob Nallen's in there, but he's now at right tackle, so you're seeing some cross-trainings from...
11 in motion. Quick toss out to him. You know what happens if he gets going? And nothing. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard short.
Number 11, Will Ballard, the ball carrier for Pike Road.
2:10 on the clock. Clock running.
A loss of 1.
Got Michael Brown in the game at left guard.
Down to about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Mr. Producer, thank you for the heads up there. All right. Gunner, of course, back in shotgun. Quat right behind him. A little bit of a low snap. Gunner looks like he's going to pass it. Rolls out to his right, looking for somebody. He's got somebody deep. And passing complete.
Yeah, going for Ballard there. Trying to have a little scramble drill. Not a bad ball. Just complete here.
Brings up 4th and 11 for the Patriots.
He's going to try it. 40-yarder.
He's going to go for it?
Oh, 39.
Let's see what you got, Kim. Come on, baby. Show me who the boss is. Here we go.
37-yarder. What you got? This is the hash he's more comfortable with. I will say that.
All right. Ball's up. And he's got it. He drills it. Yes, sir. How about that? Welcome back, Cam.
That was big. That was big for Cam.
Yeah.
That was struck pure.
Well, that shows some mental toughness, I think, by him. You miss an extra point, you miss an early field goal. be able to bounce back and hit from 37 yards tells you a lot about him. Tells you that he can kind of clear his head after, some early mistakes, and had the distance for.
Had the distance for about 47.
Yeah.
Easy. Yep, make that one look easy. That's right. That puts your Patriots up 45-0.
Vestavia starting to pull away from Benjamin Russell now, 23-7 in the third quarter.
Okay. Guys, let's talk about the mental piece of that, of what that did for Cam. I mean, like you said, he struggled there on and off. Now to make that kick, do you feel like he's thinking in his head, I'm back? You know what I mean? I got this. Or what does that do? Doty, what do you think, man?
So we're baseball guys.
Yeah.
And we talk about this a lot. We've been out there on the field where we've seen kids just absolutely barrel baseballs right at somebody, and they end up in a game and going 0-4. I remember a playoff game last year, Gunner, I think it was in Rehoboth. I think Gunner went 0-4 with 4 absolute missiles, right? And then, you get out there and you get one off the hands, you fist it. Sometimes you just need something to drop.
Yeah.
Like you need a ball to drop, get a hit.
Number one going to field it, caught some of the shoulder.
And so just to see one go through for Cam is such a confidence builder.
Yeah. Because we talked about how much of a mental game kicking is, so that definitely puts his head back on the map. That's good. Minute 13, left in the third. Again, your Patriots are on top 45-0. Any big scores there, Coach?
Well, Coach Jones moved on to Lafayette last year. They're beating Beauregard right now 39-8 in the third quarter. So that's a 2A school beating a 4A school right now and putting it on them. So good for him.
I was a big fan of Coach Jones.
Yeah.
He was good. He was good for our program. I was happy to see him get that job. That's his hometown, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Daphne beating Carver 21-7 right now.
Yeah.
Wetumpka extends their lead 35-10 in the third quarter.
35-10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hopeville beating Shelby County right now 21-19 at halftime.
Wow. All right, 1st and 10. Golden Gophers going back, looking for something. Legend looking downfield. Looks like he's not going to find it. He's just going to keep it himself. He's gone. Crossing the 30 to the 35 to the 40. Wow. This guy's still on his feet. He's across the 50 to the 40 to the 30. A whole lot of field in front of him here. Looks like he's going to run it in. That'll be the first points of the game for the Golden Gophers.
With a 91-yard touchdown run.
91 yards.
A 91-yard return, Doty. Is that where we counted?
That's what Jason Isbell just said over the PA.
Wow. 91 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he's electric with the ball open field.
We're going to hear more from him.
I don't know you'll hear more from him from Hueytown this year.
Maybe not this year.
I think you made a good point.
But
they better keep him.
Yeah, and all those schools up there. And ladies and gentlemen, don't think for 1 second we're insinuating schools cheat. We just live in the NIL era.
Yeah.
And that, like, we've seen it start to infiltrate high schools.
Well, man, we just saw a kid move from Texas to Buford High School in Georgia just to get NIL.
Yeah.
So
kicks no good.
It's a different day and age of football, and I mean,
it is.
Again, like Doty said, I mean, we're not insinuating people cheat and that, but their movement happens a lot now, a lot more than it used to, and especially in that area in Birmingham.
No, it's happening so much in our state. There's actually legislation on the state floor being talked about when it comes to high school transfers.
Wow.
And what they can do. They're talking about it at the collegiate level as well. And that's just what it's become an arms race in the sport of football has.
Yeah. I had no idea that NIL played such a big part in high school football as well. I know in college it's
you got certain states that allow it and certain states that don't. You know, our state does not allow it.
Right.
Louisiana does. Georgia does. And, it has affected kids. I mean, Caleb Holt, that's about to play basketball at Arizona this next year, left Buckhorn after winning 2 state championships to go play at a school in Georgia so that he could have NIL in high school.
Wow.
So, and then I just talked about the big defensive tackle that left a school in Texas just to move to Georgia and play at Buford High School to get NIL his senior year and go ahead and start making money. So
how many states allow it? Do we know?
I don't know how many allow it. I mean, I know that the 2 closest to us are Georgia and Louisiana right now, and I think Florida maybe does. I don't know for a fact, but it's going to be interesting to see how it continues to develop.
I do think for the sport of football as a whole, you're going to have to see something happen from the top down that gets a handle on all of this kind of thing. Because it is a disservice for a school like Hueytown to develop this kid, grow this kid, and the chances that, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you look at this kid and he's special.
Yeah.
There's some big time programs up there. I'm not going to name any names, but they will figure out a way to get him on campus.
Yeah. Yep, they'll come calling. So is it the same type of, not to beat a dead horse here, but I want everybody to kind of understand what we're talking about, even at the high school level. Are they allowed to compensate at this point? Write them a check, and say, it's like a school in Georgia can come here and get them and say, come play with us. We'll pay you X amount of dollars. Is that what that's about?
Our state is not allowed to do that.
I get it.
But a lot of times what they'll do is you see schools going around and they'll talk to him, who's a good player. They'll talk to a wide receiver, at another small school, and they'll talk to another guy, and they'll say, hey, y'all all come together, play for us. Are you tired of getting beat 45-6 every week?
Yeah, we'll pay you a little money and you'll be winning games. I get it. Wow. So there you go, folks. A little bit of NIL trivia and education there.
That's just part of the culture of football now.
Yeah, I get it.
I hate it. I can't stand it.
Yep.
The ball is returned to the Patriots' 34-yard line. Where Pike Road will take over 1st and 10.
Pike Road takes over 1st and 10, 45-6.
Yeah, we've got a running clock here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's still running around 11. Yeah, just about 11 minutes here.
I was wondering if they're going to do that.
Keep on trucking. All right. Gunner's back, quick handoff. Is Capers in, or is that?
That's Capers.
Capers?
And still just kind of tiptoeing a little bit, not taking it and hitting the hole, and that's what they're waiting to really see with him.
You think he's going to have that this season? You think something's going to click? He's going to turn it on him?
Yeah,
boom.
It's going to click.
Yeah, it's going to click.
He's just trying to get comfortable. He's learning a new offense and trying to figure some things out, and so missed some time in preseason practice, which affects some things, and so he's just trying to find his footing, and that's where, being up 45-6, it's a great time to give him some carries and allow him to do that.
Yep, just feed him again. There he goes. Just ground and pound right up the middle.
I'm wondering if it's a type of run as well.
What do you mean?
He seems to be in his head a little bit when it's straightforward.
Yeah, no, he's more comfortable running side to side than he is.
Yeah, looking for the hole, trying to find out what, kind of tiptoeing there. Where if you get him on like a zone, outside zone, it seems to be a lot more comfortable in those kind of things. But as a running back, you got to be able to run the entire offense. You can't just come in there. Other coaches will key on that.
Yep. And pull them off. Got to pick up 5 yards.
First down.
Got to make a first down.
There is a flag on the play. An outside penalty is called against Hueytown.
I was wondering when you're going to see this.
5-yard penalty is enough for another. Patriots.
Is Gunner coming out?
Yep.
Yeah, good game.
They're
going to go ahead and
Cooper Boyd.
Hey, look,
number 29.
We saw Cooper in our scrimmages, and we were impressed with this kid, right?
To not play the quarterback position very much.
Tell us about his story a little bit, Coach.
Well, he played what was it, Philip? Receiver, I guess, in middle school, and
Yeah, I've seen him play everything from receiver to center.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of he's a football player, so he's kind of whatever's needed. Extracurricular going on after the play there.
Yeah, I saw that. No flags, though.
But they had a quarterback in his grade who is no longer in school here, and kind of felt like we need somebody. We need a backup quarterback. We need to develop someone. And Cooper's kind of stepped up. Cooper's arm has really developed from a baseball standpoint the last 2 years, and he took a big jump from his 7th grade year to his 8th grade year velocity-wise. And then I think that shows when they let him throw the football. You see he's got a little bit of zip on it and has some ability, and you probably won't see him throw it very much tonight, but
good block from number 11.
Good run again by Quad.
Yeah, excellent run by Quad. Good block from number 12, number 11.
Yeah, you got nothing but backups in the game now across the board, everywhere. Offensive lineman. I see Jackson Crooks is out there. Will Ballard, Terry Ware.
Just about 8 minutes left on the clock. 45-6. Patriots again on top. 1st and 10. Handoff to Quat again. Just keep feeding the young man. He's going to keep giving it to you. 4 yards. Going to be about 2nd and 5.
5-yard run. 2nd and 5 for Pike Road.
Good to see the 2s and the 3s getting the game here.
37's Hampton Russell. 16 Chandler Boyd.
Yep. All right. Ball snap. Handoff again, number 5. Stays on his feet. No, ball out. Looks like they might have coughed it up. Yep. That one's a turnover.
Yeah.
I think it's the first. Is that the first turnover of the game we see here, guys?
First turnover of the year.
No, the year.
No, we threw an interception earlier.
Oh, that's right. We did throw the pick earlier. Okay. All right, so that'll be 1st and 10. Golden Gophers get started here. 6:45 on the clock. Clock running. They'll take it at the 25. New faces here on the defense. Legend still in the game. He's back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's getting chased.
That's Kirkland Wright.
He's going to go ahead and put it down and go and run it, grab the first.
Kirkland Wright, freshman. They got really high. I mean, you were talking about him earlier in the season. He's going to be a special one coming off the edge. He had some explosives there coming off the edge.
Just under 6 minutes. Go ahead, Dodie.
He's also the only middle school kid I've ever seen hit it out of our ballpark. Middle school.
That's indicative. That's indicative of something big.
I've been around this baseball program a long time.
Yes, you have.
He's the only middle school kid to ever hit it out of the ballpark.
And it was not a cheap.
No, it was not.
Tell you another one I like seeing out there, number 77, Jay Sean Austin, senior.
Tell us about him. Yeah, tell us about him.
And, not a guy who is, going to start really at any point this year. Big play here for Hueytown.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Not a guy that's going to start at any point, as a senior or anything, but he did not play as a sophomore when I first got here. Elected to play last year, stuck with it, made it to every workout in the summer, stuck through the whole season, did it again this year, and now being, given the opportunity to get some playing time out here on the field, and just very, very happy to see Jay Sean out there and him, getting some chances to get out and play on a Friday night.
Gotcha, love it. Hey, look, this is a timeout brought to you by Gil Mortgage. Let's take it right now, Madam Producer. We'll be back.
Sync with their day-to-day, working as their one-source business solution, increasing profitability and mitigating risk in order to help them succeed sooner. Visit us online at aldridgeborden.com to learn how we can partner with you.
Thank you to Aldridge Borden, of course, the Patriot sponsor this year. We appreciate what they're doing for us. Whole slew of sponsors here. And again, a reminder, J-Dub, he's over at Mellow Mushroom. Going to let us come to our show Tuesday night. So he's going to take good care of everybody when they come out. It's going to be a good time. JW, we thank you for all you're doing this year for the program. And we'll see everybody out at Mellow Mushroom Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, for Dodie and I to break it down for our coaches show. Here we go. Then back to pass, and a little bit outside. Couldn't quite get to it.
Good pass coverage by Michael Provo right there. You got Michael Provo, Trevor Surfield in at linebacker right now, 2 sophomores. Good job by him.
What'd you say?
So what Coach Brooks and I are doing right now, we have rosters. We're trying to make as much sense of the new kids out there as we possibly can.
You guys are doing great. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the play's happening. We're doing this.
I appreciate you guys doing it. Loving it. 4:42 on the clock. Of course, like you said earlier, the clock's still running. Legend back to pass. Felt a little pressure. Running out to his left. Thinks he's going to throw it and gets it off. Number 3, seen a lot from him this game. He's going to run it in for a touchdown. I don't see any penalties on the field.
So. Yeah, just busted plays taking too long. You got a bunch of young players in the game, a bunch of 2s and 3s, and maintaining their coverage zone, staying in their zones, staying in their drops. This will be coaching moments for the coaches to have to look at.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with their quarterback. I mean, I
absolutely
didn't know a lot about him coming into the game. but watching him on the field in warm-ups, he doesn't look like a freshman.
No.
And he's having to make a lot out of nothing.
Yeah,
that's good point, Coach. Yep.
But also to one of the points I made earlier, like he doesn't play like a freshman. When he gets out of the pocket, most freshmen they just want to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he wants to make a play. His eyes are downfield. He's not locked on one guy. He's finding an open guy.
Yep.
So
45-13. Golden Gophers just went on ahead and scored, but the PAT was good. 3:33. 32 left on the clock. Clock running here as the game starts to wind down.
Pike Road 45.
Coach Hodges. Coach Hodges. Woo!
I see him down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Sam had a good shot of that one. Coach Hodges. He's not happy.
You know, I find it's interesting to talk to these guys away from the football field. They're chill, laid back, just one of the guys, nice, so kind, and just almost like just these sweet guys, you know what I mean? Then you see them on the sideline there. Coach Shook the same way. Then you see them on the sideline here, and they are just fire-breathing dragons, man.
Well, it goes back to a culture thing that we talked about before. There is a culture here around Pike Road. You know, Browning started it, Shook has continued it.
Yeah.
And coaches like Hodge and Clark and Stewart, Coach Bell, Coach Lowry down there, just because the score is 45-13 doesn't change their standard. They don't take the headset off and relax because they're still coaching themselves to a standard. They're still expecting these twos and these threes to play to a standard. And because of those kind of moments where you give up a touchdown that you shouldn't have gave up, that coaching moment there is going to play dividends when that player is a junior and a senior.
Well said.
Because he's going to remember, hey, we still play to a standard no matter what the score.
Well said. Keep talking about that standard. You're right, sir. All right. And
CJ.
Yep, was that CJ? Hit a wall there. About the 25-yard line. 27-yard line, my bad. Clock's still running. Just under 2 minutes. Coach, what you got? Looks like you had a thought. No? Coach, are you the same kind of guy? You're super chill, like just one of the guys, laid back kind of dude. But when it's at game time, when you put that game face on, tell me what happens with Coach Brooks here, man.
I stay chill.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know. You ain't fooling nobody, brother.
I've seen him get relegated to the dugout.
Relegated to the dugout.
Multiple times.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to see that, by the way, man. Yeah. Looking forward to watching some Pike Road baseball coming up, too, man. Excited. Yep. Oh,
I do want to make sure before we end our broadcast, as we have a minute left. Good run by Quat.
Yeah, excellent cut there.
Our volleyball team right now, 10-0.
Whoa!
Great start to the year. I want to make sure that we talk about Coach LaToya Moore and her group, and what she's done so far has been incredible. She had a kid right at the end of July.
Wow.
About 2 weeks before the season started, and has been on the sidelines for every game.
Wow.
And volleyball team off to a 10-0 start. They're a lot of fun to watch. So if you can get out here to a volleyball game, you need to come. They played Prattville last night and lost the first game of the 5-game set, and then got down 15-10, I think, in set 2, and then just kind of flipped the switch, and they dominated from that point on. Prattville, I want to say, was 9-1 or 10-1 going into it.
Wow.
So a really good win over a big program, and,
we
did a great job last night.
Coach Brooks and I did, and it's not just they're fun to watch. It's just 10-0. She's young.
Yeah.
She's real young. She's playing some freshmen.
We got an 8th grader.
We got an 8th grader.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
She's 6'3".
Yeah.
We got a 6'3", 8th grader.
Then you got Kenley Bannister, 10th graders, about 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, she's a problem.
And they've got some size. We have a girl that came in this year. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she can jump out of the gym, and they're a lot of fun to watch. So you need to get out to a volleyball game.
I love it, guys. So look, that was ball game here. Ball game. We're done at 45-13. Your final score is Pike Road takes the first win of the season here in Patriot Stadium. You guys want to give any final thoughts? I know we've been kind of chopping it up and chatting, but there's not much more to discuss. But just kind of final thoughts, guys. What do you think, man? Put a bow on it.
I thought a lot better second half.
I agree.
Team. You know, I mean, I think that some mistakes were cleaned up. It helps that the clock was running, and you didn't have as much time, but we also had a lot of backups out there. I thought it was a better second half overall. The biggest step now, I think, over the next 2 to 3 weeks as they go into the bye week before we hit that gauntlet, the passing game has got to figure some things out.
Yeah, and you saw there's some possibilities there. I mean, one of the questions we talked about early in the season was, who are the playmakers on the outside? We thought we'd have a good quarterback. We thought we'd have a good line. We thought we'd have a good running back. Those are all true. We've learned that through 2 games. We can line up and run the football. Tonight was just straight up, right at you. There wasn't a lot. There was the one play to Baker where we ran the speed sweep that kind of got outside. But that also shows some of our opponents, hey, this is something that they have in their pocket. I do think Bryce Baker makes a difference on the outside. CJ, even with the call back, he is electric with the ball in his hand.
We didn't see Cam Hooks.
I was about to say
that.
Yeah,
good point.
Where was
Cam
Hooks tonight?
Cam Hooks?
I didn't get an update on. I know he kind of got nicked up a little bit late in the game last week, so maybe that was a hold him out. I think the same thing was true with. We didn't see Bryson Purdue at all tonight, and so there's still some. You're going to get some of those kind of things. You're going to come around. Look, I mean, first game on the hill, first game back at home, 45-13.
Yeah,
big win. It's always good to have a W in your pocket.
Amen.
I don't believe at the end of the last week we had a good coaches show with a loss. I don't think he may be in the same mood this week.
I mean, it's crazy, but he's probably going to be in a worse mood after a 45-13 win tonight than he was coming off of last week, just because, I mean, the penalties, the not playing as clean, and just the lack of execution at times, especially with the passing game. I mean, when we did hit big plays, there was always penalties involved with it, and so that'll be a touching point for him, and that's just how coaching is.
One time is hey, that's a fluke. Yeah. But 2 games in a row with over 15 penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
a pattern.
That's starting to show a pattern.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see. I mean, I'm going to ask Coach about it on Tuesday. What are his thoughts on some of those things?
Good.
So
good. Look, final thoughts here. We just went through everything. Good to see, again, guys, good to see 45-13 win. Coach is going to have a lot to say at the Coaches Show. And a reminder for the Coaches Show, again, Mellow Mushroom, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. Come see me and Doty as we host. Yeah, come hang out, man.
You're a very cool guy.
We are, man. Look, it's pizza. Doty. What more do you want, And
I'll get Coach Shook to laugh.
And he'll get Coach Shook to laugh.
I promise I'll make Coach Shook laugh.
You better, because you might make him mad with all these questions you're going to ask him.
If he gets mad, he's getting mad at you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. Anyway, look, on behalf of myself, Coach, Doty, Shannon, Sam, we thank you so much. Good win, Patriots. Go Patriots. We'll see you soon.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!